What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to Media Showdown. And today on the stage with me, I have Poppington
Hi guys.
and Salinas.
Hi, everybody.
Did she just put on the sexy voice? She put on the
hmm
sexy.
No.
Hi, everybody.
What is
That
hi,
Marilyn Monroe
everybody?
came
It's
out.
my hold on. Let me give you my red lips
Uh-oh.
too.
Uh-oh.
Hi, everybody.
That was the Riz right
You want to
there.
go there?
She's rizzing through the screen, y'all.
Look at her.
Get it.
Okay, I'm going on camera. That's too much.
All right, y'all. So I see all of you are in here and y'all are ready to get this media showdown going down. I apologize for the delay, but Henny was taking a day. All right. I needed a day to just sleep in, not stress about anything. I have a game plan set for next week. I think all of y'all are going to love it. There's some changes I do have to let y'all know that are going to happen. We will still have Media Showdown, but Media Showdown will be moving. The time will stay the same, but we will be moving to Hennessy Reviews with Media Showdown. Okay. And we're going to be covering a lot of things. Yes, I do agree with the statement, leave them alone. Okay. And we're gonna get into it because Tessa went live today. I do have the full live. We are going to watch together. And she addressed Carla. Well, not really addressed Karlissa. How do I say this, ladies? Was it like an address or was it like
It was. I'm gonna say it was like a notice.
right.
like I'm putting you out there. I'm not gonna say your name exactly. I'm not going to throw an exact jab, but and everybody knew too.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know what people expected of Tessa to do. I know a lot of times, people are like, well, why don't her sister say anything? Why don't her sister say anything? I think we can say we got an explanation as to why they don't get involved into things. If you watch the live, then you understand what I'm talking about. If you didn't watch the live, don't worry, we're gonna watch the live together. But of course, that set Carzilla into motion. And child, listen, you notice I didn't post her on Hennessy Reviews because she go over on media, but she ain't coming over there on Hennessy Reviews, baby. As for Hennessy Reviews, that bar, there is no talking of Karlissa, posting of Karlissa, but we will, however, talk about her over here, though. Of course, we're going to talk about her over here. I think I need to plug in my soundbar. But we got some Karlissa. We have some porters. We have the porters with some activities going on online. We got a little Joseline Hernandez. And yesterday I said I was going to talk about cooking with Kaya, and I never got a chance to talk about it. So we're going to kick this show off talking about cooking with Kaya. Now, I think we all know who Cooking with Kaya is. She's a young lady who has a cooking channel. Do y'all know Cooking with Kaya? Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya.
She be clapping her cheeks while she cooking.
Selena, have you heard of Cooking with Kaya?
I've heard of her. I've never watched her. I know that she's like a really cute girl, and all the boys are checking her out, and then she cooks. But yeah, I don't know much about her.
So it seems like she has a little bit of controversy that's going on, okay? Because I was sneaking and creeping over there on a TikTok. And it seems like a lot of people have an issue with Cooking with Kaya. And the issue, I don't know, a lot of people feel like she's disrespectful. And I think it's because of some of the things that she may say that's making some people and I just feel like if you're secure within yourself, I don't know. I wouldn't feel threatened by her. But this is something that people are saying online. There's a whole battle of her because she says this.
For you, wake up and make your man some breakfast before I do. Welcome to another video. Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya's coming for you.
Now, I don't see anything wrong with what she said. And I think the problem here is, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all can correct me down in the comment section because, you know, we all have our different opinions. I think it's that comment right there that is sending people, because she says little things like that, like, oh, you better cook dinner for your man before I do, or you better cook this before I take your man, or something like that. And I feel like, first of all, she's catering to a male audience. It's very obvious that her content is not for females. But I love her content. Like, watching her, I'm like, she's so cute. She's got her little bop and her little thing and her little niche going. I don't see an issue with what she's doing, because for me, at the end of the day, if you are cooking, cleaning, doing things that you're supposed to be doing, so to speak, or that is expected of you to be doing in your relationship, then someone saying something like that would not make you feel any type of way. That's just my opinion, because really, but she's being like attacked. Women are not feeling her, but I'm not going to say all women. There's a lot of women that are not feeling her. I personally say leave her alone and let her do her thing. Like, if you don't know how to cook, say that. Maybe you should sit down with your man and watch Cooking with Kaya and learn how to cook. I say let her get her bag and do her thing. And if you don't like the content, keep scrolling. Ladies?
I think that, you know, people just need to let her be. I don't see an issue. So what? She's cute. She's using what she, you know, can to get the views and to get people talking. Like, I don't have an issue. Like, I know she's a cute girl. I'm watching her right now on your screen and I'm laughing at her. Again, it's all about being secure. And a lot of women, unfortunately, are insecure or don't like someone who is flaunting it. I don't see a big old problem. I'm laughing at her saying, you know, about cooking for your man or I'll take him. Go, girl. Like, go right ahead and cook for my man. Because I don't always feel like wanting to cook. But it's, and in all honesty, in no shade, because hey, I'm not young either, but a lot of the older generation doesn't like to see people like that. Leave her alone. Stop being jealous. She's making a name for her. Go, girl. I'm gonna support her.
Hopkinson?
Well, I feel
We
like
can't hear you. We can't hear you. You muffled.
Come out of the water.
y'all can hear me
There you
now.
Yes.
Okay. I feel like a lot of young girls and women nowadays, they are so on their independent, black girl magic, girl power, Spanish girl magic, whatever, that when you hear things that our grandmothers and our great grandmothers, great aunts, and the older women in our family say, it's kind of like, I don't know, like they feel offended because that's not part of this whole independent women movement that everybody's pushing. But to be honest, if you have a husband, you're supposed to cook for him. Certain things you're supposed to do, especially if he's being a provider.
Hopkinson, you're muffled again.
Oh, sorry. You can hear me again?
Yes, I don't know if you covering the mic with your hand by accident or what, but you be clear and then you start muffling.
Sorry, y'all, but especially if that man's a provider, I don't see nothing wrong with her saying she's gonna make him breakfast before he wakes up. Like, my husband has to be at work at 5:30 in the morning, so I'm up by 4. And some mornings he wants breakfast, some mornings he doesn't. But the mornings he wants breakfast, yeah, I'm making my husband breakfast. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. So I just feel like a lot of women nowadays are very ego driven, and I think that it's more of a ego thing than a deflection thing.
I think you just hit a good point there about women becoming egotistical. We really have. Like, we've always had egos, right? And our egos get bruised, but we say that they're feelings. But a lot of times it be our egos. And I think you hit a nail on the head with everything that you said. As we've moved into this hyper independence, it's like her catering to a dude is snubbed. Like this comment said, she's been getting threats and everything, and I'm like, that's way beyond. I support cooking with Kaya. I know personally a gentleman who cooked for the first time watching Cooking with Kaya. So, ladies, if she's teaching, forget what she's saying about you better cook for your man before I take him. If she's teaching these dudes how to cook, I say let her teach them how to cook. Because, come on now, they want to be 50-50, right? 50-50 means that you going to get in that kitchen and cook too, that it ain't going to just fall on me if you want a 50-50 type of relationship.
I think that my question would be, how would they feel? Like, would it be okay and acceptable to the people that are upset with her of if she had a sweater on? If she had like full on pants, like would everybody be okay and saying, oh, she's cute, look at, she's young and she's cooking? Or is it because of the fact that this is a cute girl in, cute outfits and she's dancing around? Like, you make a double standard here. What is it that bothers you? You guys don't get bothered by anybody else. So it's Patti LaBelle cooking on her show. Would you guys be okay with it? And she talked about, you better cook for your man before I do.
I've seen, to answer your question, Sonia, I've seen more women with the hate and the shade towards her than I have dudes. Like, I've seen more women, and I see like a lot of the older generation, they're speaking out for her, but I'm looking at the controversy that's going on and I'm like, what is wrong with people? Like, let this girl get to her bag. Nobody seems to have a problem with cooking with Moolah.
Exactly.
And cooking with Moolah is a dude. You don't see these dudes out here coming for Moolah, and Moolah is young. Okay, so listen, child, I'm going to digress on this. I support Cooking with Kaya. If you don't support Cooking with Kaya, then that's on you. But me personally, I support her.
Yeah, I support her too. The only thing is that I wish she wouldn't clap her cheeks in the kitchen while she was cooking. I don't think that's fair to tell her.
Why she can't clap her cheeks in the kitchen while she cooking?
Because we don't know the hygiene of those cheeks she's cooking. You know what?
Can't hear you.
I support it. I support it.
Don't act like you don't.
Cook him a steak and clap my. I'm gonna do it. So
I was just gonna say that. Don't act like you wouldn't clap your cheeks in the kitchen too. Stop.
Or
I've been on the phone with you.
Don't act like you haven't gotten your cheeks clapped in the kitchen either.
I got my business.
I'm just saying.
I want to go to this one comment that I'm looking at right now. Raquel Johns. She says, now y'all contradicting yourselves. Either it's let her teach them how to cook, or y'all should be cooking for them the way y'all supposed to. And then I roll. Honestly, to me, it's either or. Like, I love to cook, so I don't really care. I'm gonna cook, but is it because I'm supposed to? Well, I mean, I guess if you think about it, women have always done the cooking. So for me, I'm fine with it. But if there's men that want to cook and, it is a 50-50 stance in that household, then by all means, they can watch whatever they want. But we're not contradicting ourselves. We're actually saying two sides of the story. There's two sides on how people want to handle it. I, for one, I'm the person that cooks in my household. And I am because that's what I like to do. Am I supposed to do it? Probably, like if you're old school, then yes, as a woman, you cook. But, there's some houses where the men cook. My brother-in-law cooks in his household. He loves to cook, and my sister-in-law doesn't have to. Congrats to them. That's their choice. So we're not contradicting ourselves. No household is the exact same.
And not only that, I mentioned how since the men want to be in this 50-50 society, let her teach them how to cook so the responsibilities get divided down the middle. Please don't cherry pick what's being said.
But it's not even that. Like, okay, in my situation, I have a husband that cooks. Like, my husband's a foodie. He cooks way better than me, but he works. So I'm the one. My husband cooks way better than me. Like, he's a foodie. But he works, so I'm the one that cooks more often. But then I also have a teenage son, and I'm watching the environment. And a lot of these young girls don't know how to cook or clean. They barely know how to keep themselves hygienically good. So if he's going to teach my 19-year-old how to cook, so when he does end up with one of these little girls that are not home, like old school trained, that feels like, okay, well, I don't have to cook and I don't have to clean. I just want to work or anything. My son will still be good. So both aspects are right. If you are feeling a way about her because you feel like she would take your man because she is cooking, then maybe you need to cook. But if men are watching it and they're watching it because their girl doesn't cook, your son, your brother, your cousin, he still has to eat. So either way, it's like both sides. It's the same side of the same coin to me. So it's not a contradiction. It's just that both ways will work with it. We're just, letting y'all know that either side, it's nothing wrong with what she's doing.
Well, not only that, I did also say in that same statement, if you don't know how to cook, sit down with him and watch it and learn how to cook. So, but thank you for your feedback. We appreciate it. And we're going to move it right along. Michelle, the naked cooking girl. I need to know, are you frying chicken and bacon too? Because that grease be popping. I'm being too nosy. Never mind. I don't want to. My business. My business. All right, y'all. So we are going to jump right into the thick of it. We gonna jump into the thick of it. So after all of the stressing out that happened online, where everybody was ready to pull their hair out because they just could not take any more of the Zilla makes the announcement that she is dropping her book. Now, I feel personally that this is all just a plot and a ploy and a stunt. Well, maybe not so much, but she used this as an opportunity for her to announce her book and drop it, and because you dropped it in the midst of chaos. Like, we all know what happened. We all know what was said at the restaurant that got twisted around and turned around and blown up into a big thing, and how she drug her family through the mud for days. For her to come with this book called Angelic Trauma. I can't take anything that she does seriously without thinking that it's some type of marketing strategy that she's using, because she knows that if she gets the people riled up, they're going to talk about her. They're going to keep her in the blogs. And when she makes this announcement, it will make people even more interested in that book, because she's airing out family traumas right in the midst of her dropping this information to us. I personally, like I said, I'm not posting her on NSA reviews anymore, but we will talk about her. We will come to the YouTube and we'll talk about her. We'll talk about her on live, but she's not getting any more posts out of me at all. So I just feel like it's a plot and a plan. Ladies?
I feel like
I felt. Go ahead.
I feel like Karlissa needs to just disappear at this point. I don't think it started off as a plot and a plan, but I do feel like she did take the opportunity to use this for her book, which to me it wasn't smart because the drama really overshadows the book. To be honest, and she dropped that, and I mean everybody posted it, but after that, nobody's really talking about it. That's number one. Number two, she's also sounding like somebody else I won't name with the whole. It sounds like you're like copycatting at this point. To the people in this sector, because y'all know who else is supposed to be writing a book with a lie detector test in it and stuff like that. So Karlissa, when she always tries to do a thing, but she always comes off as like being corny or you know eggplant rotting and stuff like that. So I don't know. I just wish like we can just say her name 3 times and disappear her. You know how you had to say Beetlejuice name 3 times for him to appear, and then say it 3 times for him to disappear. Well, she need to go because I'm just over her. Like she's not she's very childish. She's very narcissistic. She's very selfish, and she's very unaware. And it's really traumatic. It's traumatic to us as the viewers and the supporters. So I could just imagine what the immediate family has went through with this lady.
Yeah. Selena?
I think she's aware. She knows what she's doing. She knows that all of this is just going to lead more people to want to read what she has to say. It's definitely all clout. The timing of announcing this book is even more so because there was so much going on. There was so much conversation. Everyone was talking about what was going on that day at, the restaurant. So she used the time. She bashed her mom, and said some really disgusting things, was saying disgusting things about Krishan. Still brings up the baby. Like, she's just a ridiculous person, and people need to stop giving her the attention. So I support you and not, posting her. But of course, we're going to talk, but we're going to give our opinions as well.
Yeah. I agree that it's possible that this was not something that she originally probably saw as a strategy, but as it started going down, she was like, "Oh, well, let me just go ahead and let me use this opportunity to go ahead and promote my book." And
That and her mom came. Yeah. The
yeah,
moment her mom was part of this, and Octavia, or Nikki, she likes to be called, then that's even more so. She jumped on
well,
that. She hates
she was
when her mom's
clearly
involved.
she was clearly abreast of the situation. If people were sending her the live, then they had to have told her. They're not going to just tell her, "Oh yeah, this," and not tell her that, "Oh, and your mom is coming up there, your mom is going to visit her." Like, how messy it could get in this internet, in these internet streets. And the crazy part about it is she knows how messy it could be in these internet streets, and yet every time you turn around, she falls for it, hook, line, and sinker. Like, people know they can rile her up. If they send her something, clip it up, and give her half of the story, she's gonna get riled up, and then boom, there's content for the day. That's how I see it.
I agree. I definitely
I
agree.
agree. Mm-hmm.
Because it seems like her buzzer gets tapped whenever it's slow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she definitely tries to keep her name, I'm going to say her name, by using other individuals out in the news. Whether it's Jaidyn, whether it's Chrisean, or whether it's Blueface.
Yeah.
Or Chrisean Jesus.
Yeah, she definitely has no limit. She doesn't say, well, this person is off limits and that person is off limits. No, everybody can get it. It doesn't matter who it is when she has her sights set on something. We're gonna keep it moving right along from Karlissa. We're gonna stay within the circus. We'll end off with a little something else. But Chrisean is involved in the
Get her license before.
she's a Glam House LA, I guess, docu-series. I didn't know that the Glam House was doing a docu-series. And I guess, that comes from me just not paying attention to Glam House like that, because I just don't. But the docu-series does have her in there getting.
You want to get her license before we get your final. There you have it. This is the final look. She got her thing. Come on, get into it.
I got to get a makeover as well myself, and I'm loving every bit of it. This is fun.
You look gorgeous.
The supplement for the rest of our King Crash is awesome. Team. This is big thing. What am I supposed to checking in? I'm back. The license first.
She want to get her license before we get your final.
I think that is so cool. She even threw a plug in there for the King of Crabs while she was getting this makeover done. I think her hair came out beautiful. I know her hair is about as long, so I don't know if she's doing it for thickness, putting the weave in it or whatever, but I'm loving this new look. It's so mature on her. It really fits her face. I just love this style for her.
Mm-hmm. I can vouch for that. I did get to see her in person, and she looked amazing. Her hair looked beautiful. She looks great. Like that, the new style that she had looked really, really good on her. So that makeover was was really well done.
Yes, the mommy mode and the maturity was definitely showing with her choice of clothing, her hair, even how she speaks now. So I'm very, very proud of her.
Absolutely. So I love this. What I don't love is the fact that there were people, and I don't think we posted it because I really did not want to partake too much into it, but there was people making bad reviews over I don't know where it was, if it was Google or if it was Yelp, because there was some confusion as to where it was at, but there was definitely bad reviews. I believe it was on Google, wasn't it?
It was both. I think Google had more, but there was some on Yelp as well.
So yeah, and then people started flooding. Like you were like, let's not do that. Let's go. Let's go
Yeah.
support. And so people started leaving reviews and flooding them. Bodine had came out and said some things, and Chrisean debunked it because it was a bit, to me, that was a bit disrespectful to say that she just goes there to eat, and that's it, when she's actually making sure that everything is running properly. And King of Crabs reposted what she said. So to me, that was like a stamp of approval. Not only that, Blueface himself posted both Chrisean and Journey. Oh, I didn't put it up. I didn't put it up on either. Anyway, posted both Chrisean and Journey. It's probably still in his story. Blueface. Yep, I think it's still in his story. He posted both Journey doing her food review on things with her cute little self.
She's cute.
Look, she was looking like, don't bother me. Let me eat my food in peace. Okay. That food looks so good. I'm telling you, it really does. And then he posted his wife in his story post. Okay. Posted his wife in his story post. Period.
I also think the King of Crabs posted them too on their story.
Let's see.
Yeah, their actual site.
Well, I know that they posted everybody. Like King of Crabs had posted everybody at one point, so they have it. And this is the post that I was talking about. That's where she clapped back at that comment that was made about her just eating there. Like she doesn't just eat there.
And that's the actual King of Crabs official site for them to post that comment where she's, basically letting you know she's part of this. So that's a stamp of approval from King of Crabs as well.
And as you can see, they've also people who have gone there, Patreons who have been there and did their reviews. On the actual site, they have the young lady who went just randomly on her own, just somebody that they don't know, just a regular customer. She went to the King of Crabs to go test out the food for herself. She gave it a good rating. Then you have Javon is on the page for the King of Crabs as well. Okay. So it's like they're putting the family out there. All right. Because you have Javon here, you have Journey in the story, you got Chrisean on the page. Like, let's go, let's get it. All right. But I will say this, I am hearing that they did stop. They put a freeze on it. I'm gonna go to it. It's in my story post. So that you guys can see right here. So let me share this. It says, unusual activity. The business recently received increased public attention, which often means people come to this page to post their reviews on the news. While we don't take a stand one way or the other, when it comes to this incident, we've temporarily disabled the posting of content to this page so that we work to investigate whether the content you see here reflects actual customer experience rather than the recent events. Please note that we apply the same policy regardless of the business and regardless of the topic at issue. Okay, so that is Yelp. So Yelp has disabled anyone from being able to comment because they want to go and verify some of the comments that are being made. So I hope, people weren't saying that they went to the restaurant, because if you say you went to the restaurant, then that's something different if you haven't actually gone to the restaurant. But at this point, I guess we could take it as a good thing, because people were leaving some very nasty comments for the business that had nothing to do with the business itself and had everything to do with them just spewing their hate for Chrisean into the reviews for this business. Now, what people don't realize is the reviews for a business is where people go Patreon the business. They want to go there and they want to eat. But if you're putting nasty reviews down in that comment section and you're bringing all of this internet drama into their real life business, you're going to affect their pockets. And I think people just really need to just stop with the BS because enough is enough already.
People need to learn how to respect other people's
Can't hear
positions.
you.
I said people need to learn how to respect other people's positions. At the end of the day, no matter if you like her, no matter if you don't, that is his wife. That is his business, his wife. She's the one they're handling it. I don't see why people are listening to people like Bodine and Karlissa that we have not even shown. They haven't even shown us that they've been there or they've been helping Blue with this restaurant. So to me, it's like people have nothing better to do. They're too consumed with hate for this girl because it's like y'all not even using your common sense. You're listening to people that you haven't seen go on to King of Crabs. You haven't seen. They wasn't at the soft opening. A soft opening is just as important as a grand opening. I'm muffled again.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me take my thing off. But a soft opening is just like as important as a grand opening. So I don't know. To me, it's like people constantly listen to these people that we know they don't have no access or they don't really know what's going on. Like Blue doesn't even talk to Karlissa. So for her little minions to always hang on every word she says and believe her about certain things is crazy to me. And then for you to go and put a personal opinion about somebody that doesn't even own that. Like, yes, she is his wife. Yes, that is her through him, but he is the one that's in the franchise. He's the one that, you know what I'm saying, that's his business. So if you don't like her, but you like him, if you're supposedly a Blueface supporter, why would you do that to him, whether you like her or not? So I just think it's getting too out of hand. It's been getting too out of hand, but now it just shows you how delusional and how obsessed people are with this 24-year-old girl.
I'm seeing that the likes ain't liking. Can y'all get the likes up while we do this content? Like I noticed that it's not just my video. It's a lot of content creators on YouTube where the likes be struggling and I don't understand. Like y'all are watching, nobody knows that you like the video. Just like the video. You hear, right? I agree with you. I just think that people need to just stop. Like this is going way too far. And people seem to be crossing the line all the time. By the way, I don't know, whatever you did just now, keep doing that because we heard you crystal clear. I just feel like it's gone too far. Selena?
I think that I'm with you on that. It's gone too far. It's the access of the internet nowadays and the fact that people can go in there and make all of these slanderous statements, go online and give bad reviews for something that they've never been to. And that's the state of the world that we're in now. It's really sad. You can hate someone all you want. There's people that I'm not really a big fan of, but I'm not going to go on anything related to them and lie and put something, that's going to affect them because I don't care enough. So for me, these people that are constantly everywhere, not only just under their posts, but in a restaurant post, or if someone, post a photo where they were a patron, they go in there and start saying things too. Like either you've got a sickness or you're just a stalker at this point. So it needs to stop. And the person that perpetuates it and really starts this whole thing, and we know who they are, and I'm not saying names because I don't even like to speak that person's name into the world. Like you started this. So for you to go on and post about don't, make these negative posts, you're going to affect the business. Like you started this. You gave them the ammo. You had them going everywhere and get them all riled up to go into every single comment and make these horrible things. Now your people, your group that you did this with has just gone amok, and they're doing it everywhere. So thank yourself for this, okay? But if you're in LA, go and enjoy the food. It's actually very good.
Now, before we get into all the mess of everything that has gone on, it looks like Jaidyn sat down with Lena, which is Adam 22's wife. That's his actual wife. And she spoke on her experience at Baddies. Let's take a listen.
Like, how long were you on location? Like, what's the deal?
It's about 30, 40 days of filming. Yeah, so I was gone for 30 to 40 days. I went to the Midwest, and then we went to Hawaii.
Okay, and you're living with how many girls?
So I didn't live in the house because I went there as a celebrity guest.
Okay.
So I didn't live in the house with them, but I was there for like all of the day stuff that we did, all the club appearances and stuff like that. But it was crazy. It was a crazy experience with a lot of girls, a lot of attitudes, a lot of emotions. But overall, I mean, I had a good time.
Would you do it again?
I would do it again. I did get into a fight there though, but I had a good time. Who won? I would say weight-wise, she had me, but other than that, she didn't do nothing.
Have you been in a lot of fights in your life?
I've been in a handful, but you don't usually be around that many girls either. Okay. So I feel like that comes into play, and especially since I'm kind of more to myself, but when I feel some type of way and I want to say how I feel, then it might not come across.
Did you make more friends or more enemies on this show?
More friends.
Yeah?
I made more friends.
Okay, good. I personally have never been in a fight, and I could not imagine myself in a fight, but I wish I could become someone else for a day just to get into a fight and see what it feels like.
It's a lot of energy.
The fight picker, or is someone usually coming at you?
No, I'm not a fight picker at all. I think that I usually, if I feel like I want to say my opinion and I'm stating it, and if you don't like it, then that's the problem. Okay. But everyone's entitled to their opinion. So it's kind of like, if you don't like it, well then.
Do they tell you when you're doing that show that you have to get into a fight or anything?
No. It's just kind of you kind of just go with the flow, but you have to remember you are on camera. Yeah. So, everyone's gonna see this, and so you better act how you would act if the camera wasn't around either, Okay. Don't try to change who you are just because the camera is there or not there.
So you are newly single.
Yes.
How many years were you and your previous partner, Blueface, I'll just throw it out there, together?
10.
10 years. Mm-hmm. Wow. How do you feel being out of that relationship?
I mean, at first I was disappointed, if I'm being honest.
Because you guys were engaged.
Yeah, we were engaged. I'm a little disappointed just because obviously everyone wants their family to be together and but it just didn't turn out that way. So I'm fine with it now because it's a year and some change later now. But I was disappointed and I wanted it to work, but it just didn't. Now that I'm single, it's been a year now.
Are you dating? Are you interested in dating?
I'm dating girls.
Okay, I was going to ask about that.
So yeah, I'm doing that now.
Wow, okay. Do you think that you'll ever date a man again?
I wouldn't say 100% no, I wouldn't, but right now, probably not. No. I'm not interested in that at this moment.
Okay. So. You really turned her off, dude. What'd you do?
Yeah, what did you do? Let us know.
Just playing. Okay. What's
A lot to unpack here. Poppington is...
I don't believe her. I'll just go ahead and talk really fast.
No, go ahead.
Believe her.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't believe her. I'm sorry. I really don't. I know she puts out this front that she's moved on, she's unbothered, she's dating girls. Honestly, I don't believe her. I think that she dates girls because she knows that, he holds on to this fact that supposedly she's never been with other men but him. And so that is one way that she keeps him kind of on the string, that maybe he'll come back because, I've only been with him. But so at the same time, that's why I date girls, and he's okay with that. I just think that a lot of this whole, it's not a big deal to me. I don't care. Yes, I wanted my family, but I've moved on. I'm sorry, I don't believe you. And it shows. It shows in your voice. It shows in your conversations. You're angry. You are angry that he did not stay with you. You're angry over this engagement that was really just, an internet ploy. And, you're angry at the wrong person. You continue to wait and sit there for this man, And I know people are going to listen to this, especially Chrisean haters after, and have plenty to say. But I'm not talking about her right now. I'm talking about this woman that's been sitting there for 10 years. 10 years he's been doing this to you. And it wasn't just with Chrisean. There's tons of other girls. You've done everything that he's wanted. You were in a poly relationship too for him. And yet he still didn't stay. Girl, move on. Move on. Like, be angry at the person you should be angry at. But stop lying. And stop lying to yourself. That's what I'm going to say.
I agree. Poppington?
The views of this announcement has nothing to do with Hennessy reviews, or straight Henny Media. Okay, so Stewie, come here. Like, put your ear right here to the.
No, do whatever you did last time, because.
Oh, I'm still sounding like I'm in the Matrix?
Yeah, now you sound good. Yes.
Okay. So, Stewie, come here. Let me talk to you, woman to woman. Let me just talk to you. First of all, I would like to say that it's okay. It's okay to show us that you're mad. We all know that you are upset. If we were you, we would be upset too. Matter of fact, a lot of us have been you. A lot of us will be you. So you're not special, you're not important, you're not the first, you're not the last. Second, the way you get them is the way they leave you. You have to take accountability for what you did to Ange. This is why your blessings are never going to come, because you keep trying to deflect and make it seem like Chrisean's the bad guy when you have been the bad guy the whole time. Number 3, stop listening to Karlissa. Karlissa is bitter and she's angry. And the more you hang around Karlissa, the more bitter and angry you are letting us see. Now, mind you, you've been bitter and angry, but you were hiding it pretty well before you went to Karlissa and started being her friend. Stay away from her. Number 4, stop perpetuating all your dirty little nasty thoughts and your evil little intentions that you would do to Chrisean Jr. to Chrisean. Chrisean will never do anything to your children. Stop acting like this man has not cheated on you before her. While he was fake engaged to you, he was cheating on you then too. And Chrisean is really the reason that y'all don't have a relationship. Take some accountability. And that's all I have to say.
Well, here are the views of Hennessy reviews. And my view and stance on this is this. I agree with everything that has already been said. This conversation is a conversation that keeps being had and keeps being asked of her, how she feels about this and how she feels about that. And she says she's been single for a whole year, but wasn't she just with Joseline? Like, you were messing with a whole person, so I don't see how she could say she was single when she was messing with somebody. I do agree that I feel like her messing with girls is still kind of leaving the door open. Not only that, we heard her on No Jumper say that if Blue wants to see some ass, she's going to show him some ass. Okay, so that to me tells me, just from that statement right there, that you're still very much still in it. You're still very much moving in a space of vengeance. Karlissa is definitely in her ear and telling her, like, go get your family, girl. That's your family. Don't give up on your family. You walked away from your man. You can hear it, because that's all the things that she's already said. You know what I'm saying, to us when she's talked about it. Oh, you came in and you can't take somebody's man. You can't take somebody's family. This man already had a family. Okay, but here's the big question. Why does everybody make it seem like this was just some fairy tale romance that just got all tangled up and twisted up? And let's stop making excuses that, oh, he was young and he needs to sow his royal oats. Well, you kept somebody around and had children with them. And you dogged them out the whole time. Like, I really hate that everything falls on Chrisean. Everything falls on Chrisean. Nobody has anything to say about Jiggy. Nobody has nothing to say about anybody else. And let's not forget, like you said, there was a string of other women. That man sat up on Big Boy's morning show, or whatever show it was that Big Boy had back then, and said he slept with 1,000 women. If he was with Jaidyn all of that time, how did you get to sleep with 1,000 women? That means that he was cheating consistently. Like, at this point, It's no hate. It's no it's no drag, but it's like, girl, stand up and move on. Like, you're in a position now. She's in a position where if she gets in her lane and stays in her lane and does her own thing, like, for example, I keep bringing this up because y'all know I'm a sunglass girl, and I like some of the sunglasses she has on. I'm not gonna lie, but where's the sunglass line? That's like a signature staple of yours, where every time we see you, you have on some sunglasses. You said you were doing a sunglass line. Where is the sunglass line? Where is it? She was doing her own skincare. She went to school to be an esthetician. Why are we not seeing you coming out with your own skincare line? Why are you not putting together a makeup line? I don't know. Like, and I'm not being funny, and I know y'all are gonna laugh. Why are you not coming out with fahas or something that people can relate to? Y'all understand what I'm saying? I'm not being funny.
Well, didn't she
No,
tell us that she
This
she can just suck things and she doesn't have to pay for anything for the rest of her life? I mean, she did tell us in the song. I really feel like Jaidyn is not motivated, and I wouldn't say lazy, but if Blue is not involved and somebody else is not pushing her, I don't feel like she has any drive, because you're right. You've been with this man for 10 years, and at least 5 out of those 10 years, he's had the money to back you into whatever business you could have created for yourself. You don't want to, she doesn't have the want or the drive. She wants to be a kept woman. And not for nothing, um, I would say right now I'm a kept woman because I don't have a job and my husband's the only one that's providing everything. And not to say that it's something wrong with it or bad, but it's a lot of back talk and expectations and things that a man feels that you shouldn't say or do when he's the one taking full care of you. So to me, it's like, if she wants out of the situation, she been had the means to be out of that situation. So I'm not, at this point, after all these years, I don't feel sorry for you. You wanted what you wanted. You wanted to be a kept woman, and you have to deal with what comes with being a kept woman.
hmm I don't think there's just any motivation to do anything else. Like everything she's doing, she's really riding on a coattail. And even baddies, like you were doing baddies, you were talking about baddies before that, like how it was messy, and you had this whole like I'm not a messy person type of thing. I don't fight, I don't this and this. Look at you, you're on this show that it's all about it. There you were, trying to fight Biggie. I'm gonna say trying because that was not no fight, girl. But take advantage of things that maybe you can do well. I'm all for it with you, honey, like a skincare line, some sunglasses, something, but like, no, you want things handed to you. You're on someone else's coattails, again, you're waiting for Blue for music. Why can't you do music now? Because he writes everything for you. So, like do something, get in where you fit in. That's what I'm gonna say. Get in where you fit in. You don't fit in on certain things, but hey, there's something that you can step out of someone else's shadow, because that's where you are, and start trying to win. I want people to win. You are a mom. I want those kids to have everything they can, and who knows, about their dad.
I want to see more content, and I mean, I'm not a Jaidyn fan. I'm not. Listen, I'm a Chrisean supporter, okay. But at the end of the day, you promote this. I'm a mom. Let's see more things mom oriented. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to brainstorm. Like, it's kind of hard for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's things that she could be doing for herself to kind of come from up underneath the wing of
Yeah.
of Blueface, is what I'm saying. Like, you have people watching you now. People are seeing you now. You're out now. You're more vocal now. I hear she's over on Twitter just tweeting away and spewing things, and it just gives more of the same. I'm not surprised that she's over there having Twitter rants. I'm not surprised by any of this. At the end of the day, like I've said before, just say it. You're hurt. Don't say you're over it. You're okay with it. It's been a year. You're fine. You're clearly not fine with it. We've all agreed no woman would be okay. It's the fronting for me that I can't take. Like, that's what it is. If people want to know, well, why do you feel how you feel? It's the fact that she does not own her shit in my eyes. She doesn't own it.
Yeah,
I
like
feel the
stop.
exact same way.
Yeah, and she blames everything on one girl. No, if we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about it, let's talk about all the females that led you to this point. Let's talk about that. Let's not put all of it on one female. And I know that the focus is only on that one female, which is Chrisean, because he actually left and blew up with this girl. And you had to watch him and her blow up together and tear up this internet like nobody's ever torn up before. Girl, let's not just focus on one. Let's talk about them all. Let's talk about how you felt about him being with Jiggy. Let's talk about how you felt about being in that poly relationship. Let's talk about Ange. Let's talk about the situation with Ange, because Ange talked about it. Ange told us some things about it. And that's not giving them clout. That's telling your story and be honest with your story. He was not the perfect man and then all of a sudden became this nightmare. He wasn't. So that's the part for me, and I just feel like with me saying the sunglass line, the skincare line, something that takes her into a different avenue away from being in the shadow of Blueface, being in the shadow of Chrisean. It would take her into her own separate lane away from this, and then we could really see her for who she is. But right now, we're just getting more of the same. We're just getting more of the same. He was with me. I'm still gonna continue to let him come back and forth whenever he wants to, because I was here first. I have his family. Well, guess what? Chrisean has his son now. So now he has two families. So what's gonna happen here? And then I don't even want to hear no more about, oh, how do you feel about being away from Blueface? No, I want to hear, how do you plan to co-parent? How do you plan to settle all of this stuff that's going on between you and Chrisean? Because it seems very one-sided, because you get online and you're saying these sneak disses and this slick stuff in your interviews, but she's not saying anything. She's not even acknowledging. She's not responding. So it's making it look like you're the problem. Like, hello, you're looking to be the problem right now because she's not even saying anything. So how does this get resolved? How do we bring these kids together? And not this, I don't, if her kid is here and my kids are coming over, they're not coming over. Like, come on, nobody suffers but the children. And that's the part that pisses me off, okay? Because then the kids are not getting to know one another. It's just bringing the children into adult business that they have no business being in the first place, because none of them asked to be here. None of them asked for any of this. So to make them suffer, come on. And while I'm not an advocate for Karlissa asking her if the kids are all here, is that fine? Because at the end of the day, you don't feel that way towards Karlissa. You let Karlissa have your kids for days. So if Karlissa has the baby and the baby is there and Javon and Journey are there, you're saying Javon and Journey can't go there because the baby is there. That's saying that you have an issue with the child in my eyes. I'm not putting words in anybody's mouth. I'm just speaking how I see it. That means you have a problem with the baby even. And that means you're going to make your kids have a problem with the baby. And to me, no. That's just not cool. That's not what we do. Like, everybody on both sides say they're here for the kids. So why is nobody pushing and rallying for some type of reconciliation, some type of something to happen where a medium can come into play and these kids can get to know one another? It's not about the adults anymore.
But we're gonna call a spade a spade. Like, I know a lot of girls like Jaidyn. Like, they be jealous of the other baby. I don't even think it's more about Chrisean. It's really about Chrisean Jesus. Like, because if you notice, when it was just him being with Chrisean, she could handle it. She was still willing to be there. The moment Chrisean Jesus was born, Jaidyn got like the green envy in her turn. Like, she turned into Fiona. She turned all green. And I really feel like it has a lot to do with the baby getting 1 million followers before her. The baby goes viral and nobody really talks about her kid the way they talk about him. Not saying like the bad ways they be talking about Chrisean Jesus, but you know how he's always in, like, going viral, and he's always on a blog page and stuff like that. Her kids is not, it's not giving that for her kids. And not for nothing, some women are that, like, petty in their brain. Like, well, I have his kids first, and my kids are better than his kids, and well, his son was a mess. She's done said a lot of things that will make you really see that she is not only jealous of the mother, but she is also jealous of Chrisean Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like I said, the way she talks, for her to say that Chrisean would do something to her child, she contradicts that all the time to me. Because the way she talks, as women, we can see that if we were Chrisean, we wouldn't let our kid around her. She seems like one of those people. You know how people be like, "Oh, don't let a certain person go around their baby.
Mm-hmm.
They might be pinching your baby and they sleep and stuff like that." She
Mm-hmm.
seems like one of those people because of the things you say. Because at the end of the day, if Chrisean is not at Karlissa's house and their father is there, like say Blue brings Chrisean Jesus over there, why would you deny the children it's their father and their grandmother? Whether you feel like that's their sibling or not, if the father is claiming that, why would you deny the father and the grandmother of having all three of the children there? Unless it has something to do with you. The kids aren't old enough to say they don't want it. And Javon then said he wanted to see his brother. And not for nothing, I think she's putting stuff in Javon's head. That's why when Karlissa asked him the other day, he was like, "No, I don't have a brother." I feel like Jaidyn is the one that's telling them, like, "That's not your brother. Don't believe that. Da 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 da." And that's not good either. So
I think
I don't
that
know.
the
I think she's jealous of the baby.
I don't know that it's just jealous of the baby. If you, as long as there was no other baby, it was never serious. I think
Right.
that's how she saw it. When there was no other child, when there was no, married or him claiming to be married to her, then she was just another one of those women in the thousand. Do you know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
that's how I see it. Now that he has set up another family, like her family was the only family, and as long as that was the case, he would always come home to them. But now that's not what it is. He has another family. He has a new baby, and he is with Chrisean. And there's the statements out there that they're married. We all know that that's probably true. And that means it's different. It means they're no longer the only one. He's splitting his time between two families, and in actuality, he's kind of leaning more towards another that is not theirs. So that's where she is. She's angry at the fact that that baby was born, that Chrisean Jesus changed their whole life. And yes, I'm with you, Poppington. I do believe that she is definitely, saying things to the kids, and that's sad, because there is other women out there that are like that. That instead of having the mindset of, we're not going to include the kids, and yes, technically that is my kid's brother. She doesn't want them to have that relationship. She wants to keep them apart. And so, like I said, the minute Chrisean Jesus was born, that's where it was more than what it was, or more than maybe the way he had told her to. We don't know what he says to her. We don't. So it's her. And my other thing is too is this is learned, tactics. She has a little girl, an adorable little girl, and she's going to teach these kids how to be as adults and how they're going to grow. I don't know anything about her mother, but the little bits that you see or you've heard about her, she's not the best example. So she didn't have someone that taught her how to be a woman, how to be a better person, how to understand that you're setting the example for your next generations. She is going to be setting the example for Journey, and I really hope she doesn't teach Journey to be like her.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm gonna say.
Well, my big question, here's the $1 million question for me. What happened from the time in the car to present? Because after that whole situation where they showed up and popped up in the car and had the whole internet in a frenzy about it, she did an interview and she said, things were pretty much cool between them. They didn't have any issue. But now here's the thing. If you are over this and you are done with this, then why is it still not the same energy now?
Because Chrisean went back.
And
the whole
then
thing
they
was,
said they
yeah.
Listen to what I said. If you're really over this, why is it this energy? Because she's
Because she's
gotten
not
a
Because
over
chance
it.
to be around Chrisean. She's gotten a chance to be around the baby.
she wasn't over it.
Yeah, she's definitely. Let me tell you something. That man embarrassed her. He put on a big show at a football game, gave her a ring that everybody was speculating allegedly was for Krishan anyway. Paraded her around, fiance, threw it in Krishan's face. She thought she won. She thought she won. Now, when he went to jail and stuff, we watched it. We watched it like, okay, let me not say. I feel like she really thought if Blue was supposed to come home, remember he was supposed to come home before he caught that
Okay,
other
you have
charge?
to, whatever it was that you was doing, you need to do
Yeah.
whatever you was doing.
Go
Okay.
stand outside with your arm in the air holding something because I don't know
um,
what happened.
I really feel like she still had the hope all the way up to when Blue was supposed to come out of jail and he didn't. And then I think that what really sent her over the edge, because if y'all notice, all the nasty things that she said on interviews have come after she found out that they were married. So I really think that triggered her, like how Karlissa got triggered seeing her mother holding Krishan Jesus. That's what triggered Jaidyn because you embarrassed me, like in front of millions of people. Not
Mhm.
only that, in between, he went on Jason Lee and said he only did it to make her happy. Not because he wanted to, not because that's who he wanted to be with, but she did not like me and I wanted her to like me again. And I knew that was going to make her happy. I'm
Yeah.
paraphrasing,
It was
but
the
basically that's
marriage.
what he said.
It was the marriage and the tattoo. As long as
Yep.
he also didn't have her
Yeah,
name tattooed, then
I
again,
forgot
it's
about the
not
tattoo.
real. He
Ding ding
has
ding ding.
me.
Ooh.
He has me tattooed on him, and that was something that everybody has thrown out there, especially the hate train. Like that she's not, Jaden's tattooed on. The minute he put Chrisean on him, then again, you inked her. You put her as just the same as you, as Jaden.
Exactly.
No, well, no, that's on his face. You can see that.
No,
Oh
no,
yeah,
no, 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 no.
it's on his
Listen,
face.
listen. Took away the only things that she could
Yes.
have as leverage. I'm the baby mama.
Hmm.
I'm tattooed on him.
Correct.
I'm the
I'm
fiance.
the only one. Hmm.
I'm the one that's up here. She has a thing about being up here and them being down there. It is now shifted.
Yeah.
Sean is a step above.
A
Hmm.
couple of steps above. And I think she
Something.
learned that behavior from Carlissa.
Hell,
Carlissa's probably the one pumping
yeah.
her, like,
And
you're
that's
supposed to
the
be the
other part.
one.
Right. That's the other part. Karlissa's
Yeah.
back to her ear.
Definitely. Definitely. So I think that tells you it's very telling. Everything that she held above Krishan um, is now no longer above Krishan. So she's spiraling, just like Carlissa spirals. And I did see in the comments someone was saying, about the interviews and answering questions. She does have that ability to tell someone that she doesn't want to answer those questions. But again, when you're angry like this, you're taking your anger out on, this baby and the baby's mom, then she doesn't want to. She wants to put it out there. She's being messy. She wants to, she's hurt. So she's throwing all of that into someone else instead of Blue. Do you ever hear her say anything bad about him? No, and she should. That's the person that wronged you. Get mad at him, say stuff about him. But no, she won't do that because she's still hoping he's going to come out and go straight home to her. And that's the narrative that the other side is saying. So
Well,
she's
that's the thing. She's being amped up to believe that he's the prize.
correct.
So she's
Ain't
not
no
gonna
prize.
ever. She's not gonna shit on the prize.
No.
But that goes to show that she has no motivation or ambition for herself because no woman should ever feel like a man is the prize. I'm not even trying to be sexist or anything. We're the ones that give them birth. We're the ones that give them their legacy and their lineage. We're the prize. You cannot put a man above you to stop what you're doing and really, especially when he's doing all these things. See, I always say this: it's different because they're on the internet, so it hurts different. Like it hits different. When things are private, you can kind of fake the front or get over it quicker. But when things are public, even if it's not in the internet, but things that's just going around your hood, because you're like a well known hood couple or whatever, it's harder to get over it and it's harder to like push through your emotions and understand because you have so many different opinions and well, I think you should do and what you should do and girl that couldn't be me. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of that. But because of them being so public and the division as far as people really disliking Chrisean for no reason, because I don't think Jaidyn really has fans. Because if she did, her music videos would have went up naturally. Like she would have had way more motion before Baddies. Like so y'all are not fans. Y'all only really say stuff to this girl because y'all hate the other one. Because if y'all was really fans, y'all would be under her inbox like, girl, go get your bag. Like they would be saying the things that we're saying. Find your own. It's okay to be hurt. That you know what I'm saying? Everybody goes through that. You are not the only one. Like, but they're not. So
But who's actually? And let's be honest here, though. It's a game to her at this point. She's trying to win, but who's she really trying to win over? Who's she trying to win? She's trying to beat Chrisean, and beating Chrisean is he comes home to me, and not to her. She might not even want to. She might be saying that she's over him, but again, she's refusing to lose because the loss comes at the price of a public. Everyone will see this. So that's how I take it too. She does not want to lose to Chrisean and let the whole world see it.
Well, I can agree with that because honestly, I can't see any other reason to hold on to this because it's clearly something that is tarnishing her and tainting her. But I think what needs to stop being pushed is that this is a competition. This is not a competition. This is actually like people being hurt. And by people, I mean the kids.
Yes.
Because of all of this that's going on. But we spent more time than I planned to on that topic. But you know, let's dip out the circus for a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about Joseline. So Joseline made an announcement to her cabaret supporters, and she says, "I'm heartbroken to announce the postponement of the weekend's cabaret tour. Dates due to my positive COVID status." So Joseline has caught COVID, and you know she's had to put a pin in her tour. I will say this: I know a lot of people were thinking that Joseline's cabaret was not gonna do what it's doing now, but you have to give the girl her props. From loving hip hop to now, she's made herself a businesswoman, and she's become a force in entertainment. Because who else does strip club tours?
Domino.
Okay, Domino. Domino.
I had to translate the song for Henny because she wanted to know what was being said.
I wanted to know what she was saying, okay? Because I don't want to be singing to some stuff and it's something that I don't agree to, okay? So I need to know what was saying, but what was being said. So yeah, but I personally, for me, cabaret is kind of like a naked baddie sometimes. That's the only downside for me. And the opportunities that they're presented is to go on tour with Joseline. What happens after the cabaret? I don't know. I know this season she did bring back winning the prize. If you remember, Chanel was the first one that won the $10,000. But when she came back, to be honest with you, Joseline treated her like shit and then eliminated her. So, I mean, she's become a force, but let's talk about the other side of things. She's not so nice to those girls. I didn't complete this last season that she did, but in the past, I will say this, just to be fair, in the past, she has not been, I don't want to say softer, but maybe, I don't want to say empathetic neither, because you're dealing with women who are coming from, strip clubs, prostitution, things of that nature. At least that's what the first season was. I don't recall that being everybody's story still. But you're coming from with women who come from a hard life, basically. So you can't necessarily be all coddly with them. But I think she was really she was a bit much, and they were complaining.
I wish Jocelyn would use her platform and this show to really help women. I think
Yeah,
that's kind of what the problem is nowadays too. And not just, Jocelyn, there's other individuals too out there in the entertainment industry that don't really like, they're not women's women. They're not there to like help women, empower them. A lot of these women, exactly what you said, they're coming from the strip clubs, prostitution. Like they're seeing this
pimps and
as a
like,
chance.
yeah.
Yeah, get
Mhm.
me out of this. Get me out of what I'm doing. Do you really think this is what a woman wants to be doing every single day and every single time? You do it because you know you're going to be able to provide for yourself and your family. So I wish she would take this form, even if that's what it starts off as, and help, bring these women into a new light, a new career. Not every person that is there is going to, go above you. So I think that sometimes, even with Natalie, they don't like people that are going to shine above them. Like, how about you guys shine together? You don't have to lose your shine, in bringing someone else up. Like, in fact, I think more people would respect you. But I like Jocelyn. I'm proud of her where she's come because, man, from being the one, Stevie, don't send me back to the strip club. Like, she was hilarious. But, she's come a long way and her show is doing really well. Congratulations to her. So help some other women that were just like you at one point in their life.
Well, I agree with Selena 100%. A lot of these girls aren't girls, but it's because of the environment they did have to grow up in, or they had to work in, or do for certain things. Being from New York, I always say our women are very aggressive. And it's because of the environment we grow up in. It's not because we want to be aggressive. I don't think we wake up every morning and be like, you know what, I'm just going to be on hot today and on 10 for no reason. But moving around in New York, going to school in New York, working in New York, you get that kind of persona in you. And I would think being in a strip club would do that too. Now, I will say that even though she doesn't do a lot to help them, she's better at it than Natalie as far as them getting a bag on the show. Because when they did have the tour in New York and they was at Starlets and all those places, those girls were getting money. Like it wasn't just from the show. It was very much promoted. A lot of the get money dudes from the towns was coming out and they got their bread. So I'll give it to her for that. Also, I am proud of Jocelyn from listening to Trey songs while she was in that bathroom stall trying to see if she was pregnant to her crying. Stevie, I don't want to go back to the strip club. So taking herself back to the strip club and actually making her own money out of it. Um, I feel like that's an accomplishment. So I mean, I like Jocelyn. She did a video in the project over by my house. That video she's on top of the project roof in that black and gray fur. Like so, she, obviously in certain situations and in certain circumstances, her attitude and stuff, a lot of people probably can take her. She's probably not as mean as we see on TV because I know from a lot of strippers, the strip club is very cutthroat. Like you have to be on your P's and Q's. World Star days, we always saw fights in the dressing room in the strip club. So I mean, I guess she's taking that same mentality into the show. But I definitely agree with Selena. Like these girls need to start being a little more girls, and stop being afraid that somebody's gonna go above and beyond, and be proud that they helped somebody go above and beyond them. So
Yeah, I agree with all of that. And yes, she did come a long way. I think she actually took the running joke of Stevie, don't put me back into the strip club, and actually turned it into an empire. She is the only one over there at Zeus that does actually own her show. She owns that show. Like no one
Yeah.
can take that away from her. I do believe that she is softer behind the scenes, that she's not this rough and tough and tumble woman that she puts on, but that's the character, right? Because that's how we've come to know Joseline to be. So, but for her to come from an environment like, she talks about it, how she came from the slums of Puerto Rico, and she was out there stealing food, no shoes, and things of that nature, to where she is now. I applaud that absolutely, because that is a hustler, that is a go-getter's mentality. And how can you ever hate on that, right? Because she showed that she can make something out of herself without Stevie. Even though he thought that he was the end all be all for her, she showed everybody that he's not, and that she was the true talent. We're gonna wish her well wishes, send prayers up for Joseline, because she has COVID right now. And hopefully she can get back on the road with the cabaret. I think we need to catch up with the cabaret on Patreon. What y'all think?
Yeah, let's do it. Honestly, I've never watched. I watched the show in the beginning. I haven't watched it so long, so I would love to.
I don't like
Now,
the cabaret.
yeah, so do I. It's raunchy and I like it. Okay, I like it. Now, Tasha K has made an announcement, and I saw this yesterday when I was scrolling through the timelines. And I said, interesting. So, effective immediately, she's no longer talking about politics. So, let's hear what she said. She says, effective immediately across all my platforms, we will cease all content going forward that involves race, rage, baiting content, and politics. It causes you, a people, to divide, and the wino gang ain't ever dividing for no one. We will only focus our effort on relationships, a broad scope, business, and comedy. There are other platforms available that offer these types of genres, and it won't be ours. Okay, it won't be ours. My team and I thank you for dedicated viewership, and hope that we continue to sip wine and break bread together going forward. Hashtag Wino Gang. Now, I'm going to say this. I reposted something, and it came from a big blog. It came from the Shave Room. I reposted something from the Shave Room, and I got hit with a strike, a community guideline strike, because they said that their independent fact checkers deemed it to be false information. But it was a repost of someone else's post, and it dealt with politics. Let me tell y'all something. Now, we got our hood politician up on the stage right now. And as we get into this presidency, I'm going to be leaning on her to come up here and set some things straight. Okay. But so far, we are watching affirmative action gone. They're supposed to be lightening up on censorship, but it looks like anything that is politics will go against community guidelines. They're starting selective censorship online and in person. I also saw a story where there was a business owner who's claiming, she's alleging that she didn't see this big ass sticker that was on the front of her storefront that said whites only, a maximum of 5 colors.
Wow.
She's saying she didn't notice the sticker when she walked into her business's door that morning, but that someone had called and told her that that was on her door. But it was on a bunch of doors in this small little town. I want to say Arlington.
It was just a story about a little race rally in a high school, and the drama teacher and all the black students were stuck in the drama class for 2 hours, and the school board doesn't want to do anything about it. So, I mean, listen, I told you guys, I don't support either or. I told y'all we was
hear
F.
you again.
Oh, sorry. I told you guys I didn't support either or. I told y'all we was going to be effed either way. Right now, I really feel like this is 2016 all over again. When did he get in the first time? Whenever he got in the first time, if you remember, Black Lives Matter was very big. George Floyd, like it was a lot of, SM. I would say, what I mean, like a lot of racism going down back then, and it just feels like a repeat. I feel like he finagled some people into voting for him because he used the working class against the Democrats. I feel like, the Democrats made some mistakes, but We in for a ride, people. I already told you. Yeah, I was watching this morning. ICE done snatched up a FBI agent in a raid.
Mm.
Um, it's about to go down. Like, and I feel bad for people that live in major cities like I do, especially like New York, LA, Miami, Detroit, places like that, Chicago. Um, because a lot of us are going to be swept up in that. Because what they're going to say is, oh, well, we don't know if you're African. We don't know if you're Haitian. We don't know if you're this. We don't know if you're that. So it's a lot. It's a lot.
Well,
It's a lot.
TT said all over stimulus checks, be careful what you wish for. Honestly, there were a lot of people, I can't even say nothing. There was a lot of people that are like, oh yeah, Donald Trump, he gave us all that money. He's going to give us money again. No, honestly, what I see coming is the era of the concentration camps. Now, what I am going to do on our members, because we do have to start doing our members again. I've been slacking on that, but we're going to be back on the membership tip over on Hennessy Reviews. I'm going to take y'all through some of the stuff. There was a show that I used to watch with Jesse Ventura where he was exposing different things. I forgot the name of it exactly, but I will find it.
I
And
used to watch that show too. I forgot the
so you
name
know what
too.
I'm talking about. They
Yes,
were
he always had that do rag on.
they were talking about train tracks with trains to move people across the country, camps where people were already being placed, where the barbed wired fences are facing outwards to keep people out instead of keeping people in. And their communities. Okay, there are communities that are like this. Mass. I don't even want to really get into it here too tough, but it's a lot. And I know that it's conspiracy theories, but when you have a person like Elon Musk out here giving the Nazi sign
Yeah.
during a presidential inauguration,
And then try to lie and say, oh no, that's the Roman salute, like if they were any better. Like
right?
that's
And
what kills me.
saying
Like,
in this society that robots are going to outnumber people. Look at the things that these robots can do. I said this when people started embracing like AI and chat GPT, and people were like, oh, I could go write a whole book using chat GPT. I said, well, that's cheating people who actually type and use their imaginations and create stories. So now they're going to take away entertainment. Oh, well, I just saw where they're making these robotic cars or these trucks, which we actually, they're not garbage trucks that are completely robotic. But here where I'm at now, we have the garbage trucks that come and they pick the garbage cans up and dump them and put the garbage thing back down, and there's no garbage man. It's just the truck driver, maybe another person in there with him, and that's it. There's no, like in New York, we got the garbage men hanging off the side of the truck and all of that, and they get out and they pull the garbage. No, it's none of that down here. You wheel your garbage to the end of the driveway, the truck comes along, it scoops the garbage up, dumps it in, and then they keep it pushing. So they're getting self-driving cars. That's going to get rid of Uber drivers, taxi cab drivers. That's going to get rid of a lot of things. These robots are coming in and they're taking, we just went totally left, just so you know. But they're going to take the jobs. And then there's
well,
not going to be jobs
remember I
left.
did that story when the port workers were going on strike because they wanted to replace all of them with like AI machinery. That's what
Right.
that strike was all about. So, and
So,
that would have affected the truck drivers too because they want like the shipping trucks. If they get cars that drive themselves, there's a lot of jobs. Like one of the Henny Gang members, she's a truck driver. She would get her job taken away if they end up making a truck that can drive itself. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? So people have to be very mindful. Look at the McDonald's that they have that has nobody but robots already. You
Uh-huh.
know?
Yep. It's going to be, she said, head into a handmaiden's tale. Girl, no.
But I understand why she did that. The two things that will divide the people, start wars, and unalive the most people in history is
Uh-huh.
religion and politics. So if she doesn't want that confusion on her page, I respect it. Because doing I took the hiatus because it was getting a little too serious. Coming down to election night, it was getting a little too serious. And a lot of people were not even going to visit their families on Thanksgiving because of the results and how they felt and stuff like that.
You're muffling again.
Oh, I was saying like it was getting too serious. That's why I took kind of a hiatus. I haven't been doing it because people were really saying like, "Oh, I'm not going to spend time with my family because they voted this way or they didn't vote this way or I'm going to stop having SES." Like it was just I don't know. It really that's an emotional thing. So I respect her. If she doesn't want that on her platform and she rather have her people unified on gossip and mess, I respect it.
Um, Xavier said there are already self-driving trucks being tested on the roads. You see what I'm saying? And the thing about it is they're looking at how can they get the biggest bang for their buck. This is all about the rich staying rich. Okay. And meanwhile, the little guys who are not competing in this Fortune 500 economy where you don't have things like an Amazon or a Google or you know, Elon Musk, the Teslas, and all that. You don't have things like that going on for yourself. It's about to get really real out here in these streets because they're going to replace you. They're going to have these robots doing these things. And guess what? I don't want to be a part of the negativity as well. I don't. But we could have this conversation for another day because I really just don't want to go any further with it. But at the end of the day, I agree with her. There's certain things I'm just not going to be talking about or putting up on Hennessy reviews as far as IG goes. And I'm going to be very selective about what I speak about on YouTube as well. We're just moving into a very weird and awkward time. And I just think about it, guys. Mad Max, The Thunderdome, Demolition Man, I, Robot. Go watch those movies and then tell me if you don't see those things coming. I'm just saying.
Terminator.
Okay, Terminator. Now, who is this? Who's getting arrested? Because I didn't see this one. Okay, so Corey gets slapped with a $200,000 bond for allegedly kidnapping and for kidnapping and aggravated assault. Let's hear it.
$1,000 bond has been set for YouTube star Corey Pritchett Jr. after he appeared before a judge Thursday morning for a case involving kidnapping, a high-speed chase, and alleged death threats, according to court documents. Pritchett, who has over 15 million followers across all social media platforms, including more than 1 million subscribers to his Life with Corey SSG YouTube channel, has been charged with 2 counts of aggravated kidnapping after allegedly abducting 2 women, threatening their lives, and fleeing to Qatar. He was arrested at a Houston airport and booked into the Harris County Jail, where his bond was set at $100,000 for each charge, totaling $200,000. According to his financial affidavit, Pritchett has requested a public defender, reporting $0 in monthly income and no listed assets.
Wait, what?
No,
he did.
That boy went from being a YouTuber to a sugar baby, okay? So he might not have nothing.
Read the probable cause in the case, and the defense attorney asked the judge to reduce the bond, but the state opposed the request. Given his flight risk, the defense attorney argued that Pritchett voluntarily returned to the U.S. after traveling to Dubai. However, the court sided with the state, declining to reduce his bond and leaving it at $200,000. Pritchett was given the following bond conditions. He must wear GPS monitoring due to being a flight risk. He is prohibited from contacting the victims, including if they reach out to him. He must surrender his passport and any other foreign documents. He can't drink or use drugs that are prescribed. During the probable cause reading, prosecutors noted that Pritchett also has an outstanding warrant in Georgia, although details about the warrant have not been released. Investigators used GPS data from a Life 360 app one of the women had, which corroborated their story. Screenshots also provided timestamps and the route, supporting the victims' accounts of the abduction. Corey was identified via his driver's license.
Hold on. She said Life 360, so they got into the Life 360 and tracked it.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't he just talking about AI?
Lord, ham, and mercy.
And social media. When investigators attempted to contact him, his phone was no longer in service. A $200,000 bond has been set for YouTube star Corey Pritchett Jr. after.
Well, I get that. This is a prime example of everything that you see glitter ain't always gold, honey. Because one would think that he had all this money over money the way he be flexing, but it looked like that was all just a lie.
And just know, y'all, it's not. He doesn't have to pay that whole $200,000. He only got to pay 10%, which is $20,000. And
Right.
for him to have the kind of watch he wears, his jewelry, the clothes he be having on, yeah. But he went from being a YouTuber, like they were like a couple, him and his first girlfriend, to one of the most hated YouTube dudes because of what he did to her, and then he messed with another girl, and they got into it. The warrant in Georgia is from him going to I don't know if that's the baby mother or the ex-girlfriend's house, but breaking her laptop and stuff like. And his last two chicks, he was a sugar baby.
See what I'm saying? All that glitters is not gold. All right, y'all. So we're going to actually come up off this media page. And what we're going to get into right now, oh, baby Jesus, sweet baby Jesus, carry us, please, because I'm not ready. But so Tessa had some things to say this morning. Now, I do have Tessa's whole live. Penny Glasses in the chat, if you would like for me to drop Tessa's whole live, because Tessa had some things to say this morning, all right? Because people, I don't know why, but people like to jump in the Sister Malones, and yes, that's what I'm calling them, the Sister Malones. They like to jump in their inboxes when things are going down, and they like to question why they're not coming out and they're not speaking. And I mean, yeah, I know we've all wondered it. Like, why aren't they saying anything? Why don't they get on Karlissa? We've all done that. But I can honestly say that I have not jumped in any of the sisters' inbox and asked them why they're not doing it. I've spoken about it. We've conversed on it, and I moved on. Well, Tessa said folks has been in her inbox asking her why she hasn't said nothing to Barzilla. Okay, y'all want me to post? I got you. And Tessa, I think Tessa answered this the best way for it to be answered. This is what she had to say.
Oh, yesterday somebody thought I was supposed to respond on the internet about my sibling. I'm not a phone gangster. I'm not about to respond to the internet like, yeah, Bugatti, Bugatti, Bugatti. Yeah, right. I'll respond in prayer and you'll definitely get an answer. Trust that. You will get an answer in prayer. Trust that.
Trust that.
Or you'll get an answer in person. However you want it.
However do you want it.
The internet got people so tough. That's funny to me.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't have to respond on the internet and go back and forth with Karlissa. What do I look like? Really? Oh yeah, because I'm Sean's sister and Karlissa not gonna play. What do I look like? Now I will
Karlissa
on the internet. Yes, I will. And anywhere. In public, anywhere. And in person, I'll get active if I have to. And in person, I will go before the Lord. But on the internet, are y'all serious? Yeah, because is y'all serious right now? Please. But yeah, to answer your question, baby girl, just hit my DM, please. That's all I'll be saying. So anybody on my live or in my DM, please do not hit me talking about why you ain't defend Chrisean. Because I'll defend Chrisean on my knees and in person. That's why. I'm not going to defend Chrisean or Taisiki on no internet. That's why. I'm not a phone gangster. That's why. And I don't have to defend them. That's why. They soldiers. They know what to do. They got hands and they got knees and they got the Lord got them. That's why. I'm not a phone gangster. Oh, I'm not going to do what that lady or that thing do. Whatever she is, she retarded. I don't have to do that. That's the dumbest crap ever. And if we are grown and we have common sense, who does that? Anyways, that's not the topic of my live. The topic of my live is, even in this storm, I am blessed. Okay? I've been getting attacked left and right, but I'm still blessed. 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 Oh, yesterday somebody thought I was supposed to respond on the internet.
Let me just say this. I think I want to listen to that again. Papa, do you want to hear that again? I think I need to hear that again because that was the most
realest shit I've ever heard.
okay.
Mm.
Y'all want to hear it again? Say run it back. I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna run it back. If y'all want to run it back, I'll run it back. Hey, let me tell you something. Not only did this make me say, you know what? She right. She 1,000% right. What she look like getting on this internet acting a damn fool for people, for internet folk entertainment, for our entertainment? There's some real life stuff that's going on. So I respect it. Yeah. Oh, y'all saying run it back. They saying run it back. We gonna run it back. Hold on.
Run it back.
Let me go forward. Let me go back. Let me say, mm-hmm.
Oh, yesterday somebody thought I was supposed to respond on the internet about my sibling. I'm not a phone gangster. I'm not about to respond to the internet like, yeah, Bugatti. Yeah, right. I respond in prayer and you'll definitely get an answer. Trust that. You will get an answer in prayer. Trust that. Or you'll get an answer in person.
Or in person.
However you want it.
However you want it.
The internet got people so tough. That's funny to me. So yeah, I don't have to respond on the internet and go back and forth with Karlissa. What do I look like? Really? Oh yeah, because I'm Sean's sister and Karlissa not gonna play. What do I look like? Now I will go before the Lord on the internet. Yes, I will. And anywhere. In public, anywhere. And in person, I'll get active if I have to. And in person, I will go before the Lord. But on the internet, are y'all serious? Yeah, because it's y'all.
Hold on. It's the yeah because for me.
It's right now. Please. But yeah, to answer your question, baby girl, just hit my DM, please. That's all I'll be saying. So anybody on my live or in my DM, please do not hit me talking about why you ain't defend Chrisean. Because I'll defend Chrisean on my knees and in person. That's why. I'm not going to defend Chrisean or Taisiki on no internet. That's why. I'm not a phone gangster. That's why. And I don't have to defend them. That's why. They soldiers. They know what to do. They got hands and they got knees and they got the Lord got them. That's why. I'm not a phone gangster. Oh, I'm not going to do what that lady or that thing do. Whatever she is, she retarded. I don't have to do that. That's the dumbest crap ever. And if we are grown and we have common sense, who does that?
Right.
Anyways, that's not the topic of my live. The topic of my live is, even in this storm, I am blessed. Okay? I've been getting attacked left and right, but I'm still blessed. Blessed.
Child, I'm here for it. But y'all know Karlissa was not here for it, right? Because y'all know Zilla reared her ugly head, child. And she, Goddess is backstage. Hey, Bookie, I forgot about, I forgot to check the screen. My bad.
Media Showdown.
Period.
Hey, mama. What's
Hello.
up, boo?
Hey,
Now,
Bookie.
let's get into some of these things. Child, God help us all. So,
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Oh, let me show y'all. I finally, I'm getting there. I'm taking my time and I'm getting there, but I'm getting there. Boom. We got somewhat of a watermark. All right, so she says only siblings who love her have corrected us both behind the scenes. Now, I think this was the last one that she said, hold on, we a little out of order. We out of order. Let me get us in order. Hold on. Let me get us in order. We out of order because there's been a lot going on. You understand? We need this one. Lord, Ham, and mercy, all the angels in heaven help us. Karlissa,
did she just say and the baby?
And the baby.
Wow.
Said, I'm putting restraining orders on all y'all and the baby. Now that came after her other posts, because I don't know what else she been posting, because I've been over here with y'all party people, okay, and I've been minding my business somewhat. Somewhat. I'm gonna just say somewhat, okay? But Karlissa. Okay. So she says, that's it. I'm making an example of them fake Christians who keep threatening me. I'm calling your PO, girl. You not ever getting off. And if y'all eating food from hands that's threatening people, you poisoning your soul. Don't even know you, Tessa, but I'm calling on you today. Let me just say this. What does what Tessa have to say got to do with Chrisean and her probation officer?
No, I think she's talking about Tessa. Remember, she said all of them is on probation.
Who said that?
Karlissa, that was in her first set of rant after the
Oh, well, I didn't get that one. Okay, that one was not sent to me, so I ain't got that one. But here's the thing: Tessa ain't on no damn probation.
I know she's lying again. Karlissa is a liar.
How would Karlissa know who's on what when it come down to their family? She just said, "I don't even know you, Tessa." So how you know anything about her?
Mm.
So what are you talking about? Terrain ain't on no damn probation. I don't know. Tasiki ain't on no damn probation either. And it's Terrain.
Well, maybe she's talking about the one that she talks to all the time.
I don't know, but if you talk to her all the time, then this is what I mean. You talk to one of the siblings, but you still feel like it's okay to just take jabs at all of the siblings. And this is the part that nobody understands about her. You want everybody to feel so sorry for you 1 minute. And then the next minute you doing stuff like this, like, come on, this is why I don't want to cover her no more. This is why I don't want to cover, because she getting up here and she lying. She lying on them people, Jesus.
And not for nothing.
That's why I don't want to cover, because she getting up here and she lying. She lying on them people.
Yeah, and not for nothing. I don't know why people are asking Tessa why she ain't saying nothing. Y'all need to ask the one that she speaks to why she's not saying anything. Y'all forgot Tessa pulled up on Ronnie's house. Like, she don't play about Chrisean. When Chrisean got hit by the eggs, and we saw her in that little red, white, and blue little outfit, and it was her, Deja, and Jay performing that night. That was Tessa and Terrain protecting her that night. So y'all running down on the wrong sister. Y'all need to run down on the sister that's talking about, he needs his grandmother and she needs. That's the sister y'all need to run down on, not Tessa. Leave Tessa alone, because everything she said is facts. I'm not gonna come on here, incriminate myself, act a fool, go as low as Karlissa for what? She's never done that before, so why should she start doing it now? So,
Godders.
This whole entire thing is just really, 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 really effing annoying. I agree 100%. Yeah, rain down on the other one, not this one. She don't play about Chrisean. And at the end of the day, she's doing exactly what she's supposed to be doing. Why is she gonna post whatever online and let people know what she's doing? Let her do what she be doing. Stupid. All of it's stupid.
Now, Karlissa goes on to say, only siblings who love her have corrected us both behind the internet. What she said was pure evil, and that's who you should have called. You clout chasing because she ain't get you no restaurant. Because I ain't never got no call, and we have never heard you correct her. Now you want to protect her from what she, the one threatened me on IG while on probation. Let me explain something to you. That was not a threat. That was a joke. And she could joke and play all day long and say all the things that she wants to say. She's saying, now I'll take another kick to the head, and I got kicked in my head for this, and whoop the whoop the whoop the whoop. But the minute that a joke is on her, she don't like it. I don't see what Tessa said as being pure evil compared to all of the things that Karlissa has said out her own mouth over the years. Because she called you the R word. Is that why it's evil? Is it because she called you a thing? I'm being so for real. Do y'all see anything that was evil in it?
No, she called her Karlissa. That was funny.
No. Yeah,
Karlissa.
maybe it was that. She a little in her feelings about the name, but other than that, no. Tessa didn't say nothing wrong. That's regular older sister stuff.
Grown people stuff, and it was because people were going in her inbox asking her why she's not saying anything. It wasn't her coming out to defend anything but herself.
And that's what she.
Carlissa got a problem with inserting herself in shit that don't really even concern her.
I think what Karlissa's trying to do is she's trying to outreach to all of the family and get them on her side. That ain't gonna work. This is why I don't want to cover her no more. Now, I don't know what else she done said. I don't have nothing else to say about anything else because I don't know nothing else. But what I'm going to say is this. All these celebrities that's stepping out and slapping suits and cases on people, Chrisean follows suit. Follow suit. Gag orders, defamation cases. Let's go.
Cease and desist. Lord.
Well, that's a gag order.
That's what I'm saying. Just cease and desist. Start with her. Start with Karlissa. With her, please. Because we've been wanting her to have a muzzle.
God's favorite plan says Whack 100 says his wife is leaving him because he's off into Blueface business more than theirs. Well, first of all, that ain't his wife. That's one. That ain't his wife. Two, we done already seen this. They running a play on us. This ain't real. This ain't real. R&B can't go nowhere. He bought her body. That girl cannot go nowhere. She is stuck to Whack 100 like glue. I ain't buying it. I need more than just the IG post to get me riled up.
I wish it was real though. Because somebody needs to tell his grown ass to stay out of young people's business.
And it's awful funny that she's saying he in Blueface's business more than their own. Well, had he not been in Blueface's personal business more than his own, I wouldn't have been on his ass. Now, would I have?
No. Nope. And that woman ain't going nowhere.
She is not going anywhere.
With that big ass portrait? No.
Exactly. Tessa was talking to the people that was in her inbox. Nobody threatened her. What Tessa said was, what she said was, I'm not going to get on the internet and beef with her for what? I could pray for you in real life, or we could get it on in real life, but she ain't about to go back and forth with her online. She don't have to defend her sisters because they know what to do. They got hands and they got knees. They got hands to fight and they got knees to pray, and they know what to do. And that's that.
When you said knees, Ma, I'm not gonna lie. I thought you meant like knee bows. Like I thought we were bringing that back, the knee bows.
Yeah, I love that word.
We've never left Nebos, but Tessa don't know about Nebos. But they got Nebos. Anyway, y'all thoughts on anything that was covered today? Because I think we done been up here for a good little minute. I hope y'all got through y'all lunch hour or your ride home. Any final thoughts?
Karlissa really needs to stay off the internet, go to therapy, and really start taking accountability for the things that she does and says. Jaidyn, girl, it's okay. We know you're hurt. You really think people are gonna laugh at you? No. You came out and said the truth, and you spoke your truth, and you started acting like your true self, and stopped trying to be someone that you're not to try to get back someone that obviously, I'm not going to say he doesn't love you, but he's not in love with you anymore. You have to come to terms with that. Like, stop playing yourself. And you're looking bad in these streets. Like, to real women, real hood chicks, you waited till she couldn't do anything to you to pop when you could have been popping it. So you're looking even worse than you actually would if you would have came out and just told us, like, he hurt me. No, I'm not over it. Even, yes, I'm bitter. Yes, I feel some kind of way about Chrisean. If you were being real about it, I think more people would be empathetic and sympathetic to you instead of making fun of you and looking at you the way that a lot of people do. Because like I said, you really don't have feelings. Because they don't push your stuff. They don't give you motion. They just make you mad all the time. So I wouldn't call those fans or supporters. And Joseline, congratulations, girl. You made it out the mud. Like you are a hood fairy tale. You're a hood Disney movie. Maybe you need a little therapy, work on yourself. Maybe you do need to be a little softer because you have trauma from how you had to make it out the mud. But girl, I'm here for it. And that's about it.
Goddess?
I don't have very much to say because I don't ever have much to say. But I agree with Poppington. Jaidyn needs to just be honest with herself. Maybe people would respect her more than her just going around throwing rocks and hiding her hands. But now she's not even throwing rocks and hiding her hands. She's just blatantly throwing rocks now and just like looking at you like, you know? So I think that if she was more honest with herself, let herself heal, it'd be all right. I don't think that the kids are going to get together anytime soon. Nope. I'm going to be 100. Not anytime soon. Did we talk about the Coi Leray situation?
Oh, no, we didn't talk about Coi Leray. You can talk about Coi Leray really quickly.
Hold on, Ma, because I can't because your grandson's acting up right now. So hold on.
Well, everybody knows by now, you should know, that Trippie Redd, he done cheated on Coi Leray. And she's pregnant. So Peoples is not feeling him. They're not here for it. And even Tia Kemp spoke out about it. But hold on, because while we was live, Karlissa did in fact and indeed go live.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Breaking news.
Girl, go to therapy. Just go to therapy. You need to get some stuff out. Like, please.
Lord, look,
we don't want you to talk to us
like
anymore.
To start some shit.
Are we serious right now? Ah!
God give us strength.
I'm inside.
Look, gotta sit in the car so she can pop it.
She over here hiding from her husband.
Fans, and y'all, y'all love to be her fans. But to all the people that sat there and watched me extend my love and my courtesy to them while they was in the restaurant with us, y'all is some simple-minded people. And to her family members that's coming out that act like they want to protect her and get on here and talk. I don't want to talk on the internet. You're talking on the internet. You're talking shit. You was right there when the baby was in her stomach. Y'all had every opportunity to get the help that the baby needs, to get her the help that she needs. You had every opportunity to protect her, to protect Junior, and y'all keep trying to take it out on me.
Girl,
he didn't grow in my womb. The people that y'all mad at, take it out on them. Stop taking that shit out on me. I don't give a fuck no more.
Who the F is Junior? Who's Junior?
I'm really over it. Because y'all want to take that blame and shift it somewhere. It ain't gonna never be able to shift nowhere. All the sisters was on the show collecting a check, hee-hee-hawing, kiki-keying on the show, watching her do whatever she was doing while she was pregnant. Now y'all want to protect her? You were supposed to protect her then.
You were supposed
Not
to.
now. She know how to protect herself. She out here threatening people's mamas while they kikiing with the baby on live, and I don't know y'all. She don't want you to put her on camera. She was on live. What are you talking about? She was already on camera. Stop playing this dumb fucking game. Y'all need to get yourselves together. Be real sisters. Then you get the baby and somebody got the nose in his mouth. You want to blame me for that too? I wasn't even there. I don't even know what happened. Please, y'all need the blame is on y'all. Because if my sister was there and she was doing the things while she was pregnant and I was filming and getting money from her, I would have told them motherfuckers, keep this money. I'm taking my sister home until she delivered this baby. That's what I would have did by one of my sisters and my nephew or my grandbaby. Okay? So stop getting on here trying to protect her. The time to protect her was when she was pregnant. I did see you hold her up and help her. I don't know what you did, but it surely wouldn't have been like, oh, we going home now that we got our checks. So real sister, if you really love your sister, just continue to support her and love her. She don't need you to protect her from threatening people. That's why she on probation. That's why she went to jail. What you need to do is ask her, do she need some mental help? Do she need some help coping with this? That's what a sister would do. Not get on here and try to get clout from me and make it more worse. Okay? Then y'all say Chastity ain't really the one. No, Chastity ain't online trying to argue with the only motherfucker that's gonna pull up to get the baby if something do go down. I am, not you. You ain't even get your son's nose off his face. Stop, and that's allegedly. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what y'all sent me. So what everybody needs to do is stop trying to threaten everybody, including myself. Go work on it mentally. I'm suffering from what I see too. So I'm reacting, I'm angry, I'm hurt, I'm a lot of things too. But I'm not reaching out to all you motherfuckers that was standing there while the baby was being made and did fucking nothing. You did nothing. You watched her. You watched her because you was scared she was in control of the money. I wouldn't have gave a fuck about that money. I'd have snatched her ass up and took her the fuck home and made sure she at least got the mental health and counseling that she needed during her pregnancy so that she wouldn't have to regret it for the rest of her life. So yes, we're all...
Whoa.
I ain't never smoked no fucking weed, drunk no fucking liquor. I never did nothing while I was pregnant. I took...
I think we lost the sound. Yeah, we lost the sound.
Number one, all of her sisters weren't there.
Okay, I'm sorry. Everybody y'all could come off mute now. I was trying to hear everything that she had to say before I said anything at all. But y'all go ahead.
Ooh, this pissy.
Can't hear you.
Way past 10 minutes, right? Listen, you bullheaded scallywag. Like, I don't understand what the hell is your problem. Like, nobody cares. You are grown. You go take care of grown people business. Your problem is you think you're young. You want to be young. You yourself wants to be Chrisean. Shut the F up, Karlissa, for the love of God. You say the dumbest shit out your mouth and then try to play like somebody's supposed to give you some sympathy. You started all of this. You started all of this. Matter of fact, yes, you did, because you gave birth to your son, and he's the one that started all this hate stuff. You don't know nothing that went on. Your son hasn't been talking to you since before Chrisean had Chrisean Jesus. We all seen it. Stop pretending to act like you were so in the loop. Stop pretending that you and your family, no disrespect to Carletta, Nikki, none of them, because I love them, that y'all are the best thing. Stop throwing stones and at glass houses when your whole house is glass. Don't do that. I'm sick and tired of her. Like, I am so sick and tired of her. It's always, oh, y'all blaming me. Y'all blaming me. Yes, we are. You don't know how to shut up. You don't know how to leave things alone. You don't know how to stay off the internet. This is why nobody talks to you. Jaidyn needs you right now. She needs a babysitter. Her mother left. Your daughter, if she didn't need a babysitter, I don't think Callie would be around you, because I swear to God, Callie has a different spirit than you. She can be as petty as you can. We've seen it. But Callie has a totally different spirit than you. You are the common denominator. You are the evil one. You spawned an evil child that doesn't say evil things just like you, that loves clout just like you, and you're trying to blame everybody else for things that you and he perpetuate. Stop it. Just stop. Sorry, y'all.
You feel better, babe?
Yeah, kind of.
Seem
I
like
wish
it
I
was
could
heavy.
curse more, but yeah, I'm all right now.
Good job. Good job. I'm proud of you.
I'm going to look in the camera on this one. For her to say, where were you to her family about everything? Where were you at the court? You just sat there when everyone else was trying, well, not everyone else, but 2 people, 2.5, were trying to help the baby. So who the heck are you to tell anybody about where were you? Because you've had opportunities and you have never taken those. You do things for clout. You're on their clout. They're not on yours. You have none. You've ridden everybody else's clout to be who you are. And that's this disgusting, despicable person online who comes on yelling, ranting, cursing, and throwing shots at everyone else. Your glass house is shattered. Your family don't like you. And why? Because everybody knows what you are and who you are. So shut up. Shut up. Take your own advice. Shut the F up.
You know, this conversation had absolutely nothing to do with Chrisean Jesus. It had nothing to do with Chrisean's pregnancy. It had nothing to do with any of those things. It had everything to do with her behavior, the way she carries herself, the way she rants and raves in despicable manners, the way that she tears down and destroys. You can see the demon coming out of her. She's seething, oozing, and spewing venom everywhere that's poison. Her own husband said he gonna be inside. He ain't even stay in the car for that. And I'm quite sure he's fed up with all of this. You can feel it as she's talking. You could feel the negative energy. You could feel the hate spewing up out of her. How dare you tell her sisters how to be sisters when you don't even know how to be a sister to your own family members? Your whole thing is about division. We see how you are as a matriarch of your family. You're the queen of chaos and disruption and disruption. I said it right. I got it. Okay. And confusion and wickedness. And she's quick to call and demonize everybody. Call things that people say evil. Nothing that Tessa said was evil. The problem is she can't handle the truth. Why would Tessa ever want to sit and speak to you? Why? You only reached out to Tasiki because you know Tasiki and Chrisean were on the outs. And you were trying to get her to come over there on 6 Ox to have a conversation with you. At the end of the day, this vile creature who is the bane of internet existence, she won't get posted on my Instagram. I'll tell you that much. The fact that she's still trying to make it seem like, oh, well, Chrisean was pregnant and you were doing this and she was doing that and she was doing that and she was doing this. What does that have to do with the fact that you were called out for your behavior? Yet again, your behavior. People are not going to stoop to your level. What are you mad that people are actually saying the truth? Chrisean don't need nobody to protect her. Chrisean can protect herself. Kicked you upside your head, didn't she? Would Molly wash the floor with? Let me shut up because I'm about to go too far. Because at the end of the day, I don't see why you had to bring the baby into any of this. The baby had nothing to do with the conversation. But see, if you listen to her and let her talk, that's what she's mad about. She's mad. She's mad she don't get to be a part of the baby's life. She's mad. She's mad that everybody is rallying around Chrisean. She's mad about that because she wants everybody to abandon ship on her. She wants everybody to leave Chrisean alone. She wants to be the one that is right. You see how she tried to victimize herself? You on here making threats. You're making threats, Zilla. Chrisean said you was all up in her face and she's like, back up before you get, you know what I'm saying, and started laughing. And then said, psycho. So she was playing. She even explained herself, which she shouldn't have had to get up here and she don't have to do. Explained herself. And said, I was just joking. But you are making hardcore threats talking about I'm going to call her PO and she's going to be locked up for the rest of her life. And that's not evil. That's not wicked. So you want her locked up and taken away from your grandbaby, the only person that's been a consistent in his life. She missed out on 3 months of his life, but other than that, that baby knows his mother. So you want to destroy the baby and expect us to believe that you ain't pumping Jaidyn full of this same evil venom? Because until she got back around Karlissa, she wasn't talking like this. You can't tell me that this ain't where Jaidyn getting that from, that she ain't up in her ear spewing this in her ear. That woman hates anybody who stands on the side of Chrisean. Hence the reason why she always going after Papa Blue, because she feels like Papa Blue need to be on her side. There is no freaking side, dingbat. There's kids involved. When you gonna grow the hell up? Talking about the God I serve. I don't know what God you serve, but I want no parts in the God you serve because I know the God I serve. And I know the God that I serve rains down fire and brimstone on people. It is the same God that if I repent and turn the other way, he forgives me. He's loving, he's caring, and he's nurturing. But don't forget that he's the God of the Old Testament. And when that fire and brimstone begins to rain down, don't come up on this internet expecting nobody to feel sorry for you. Don't come up on this internet talking about it's witchcraft. It ain't witchcraft. Witchcraft. It's called vengeance because vengeance is his, save the Lord. Keep playing. Keep playing. We gonna be here to watch what happens after that. And I'm not speaking that over somebody's life. I don't want to see destruction come. The only thing that I want to see destroyed is all of this. Is all of this because it is unnecessary and it's unreal. At this point, she's the captain of the hate train. Your own son ain't out here dragging Chrisean. Your own son is standing with Chrisean. Are you too blind to see that? Your precious son, your precious goose that lays your golden eggs, your quote-unquote gatekeeper, is standing with her. And you think your relationship is ever going to get better with him? Because guess what? Even when he wasn't with Chrisean, he still didn't have a good relationship with you. And you still don't see yourself as the problem? Let's not twist the narratives around and make you the victim. Ain't nobody blaming you for nothing except for the fact you get up here and run your mouth every single day. You get up here and pop it and don't like when somebody put your ass in check. You get mad when Carletta do it. You get mad when Nikki do it. You got mad when your mama did it. You got mad when Maine did it. Now you mad that Tessa did it. Well, guess what? Get mad, scratch your ass, and get motherfucking glad, ho. Anybody else?
Not to mention, she got mad when her daddy stepped in too. Remember, she dropped him off in the middle of nowhere. At the police station, I think it was.
She's just a disgusting person.
Karlissa is, I'm telling you, she's one of those, she thinks that her son is her man. He's supposed to take care of her. He's supposed to do things for her. I really think like she feel like him with Jaidyn, she can get more out of him. He'll do more for her. If he's with Chrisean, she won't get anything. Because I like, and then, you know, we be in the streets and everything don't get posted. But I could have sworn I saw something that she posted that he got her a Range Rover, but it was like a Google image.
That was fake. He didn't buy her no Range Rover.
Yeah, they found out it was a Google image. Like, I don't know. Like, she's a different breed of disgustingness. Like, she's a clout animal. Like, she really, it's me. It's always me. Look at me. It's me. And it doesn't look good. It don't. And eventually everybody's going to start seeing it. And she's going to get exiled off the island. She's already exiled off the island.
Dre has now entered the chat.
What it do, everybody?
Hey,
What up, Dre? What up, Dre?
Nothing much going to get my coffee. You know, I just got me some gumbo. You know, shout out to Blue and the Kings of Crafts. You know,
you got you some gumbo from there?
No. You know, shout out. Yeah, you know, yep. And shout out to Chrisean too. You know, shout out to them. You know, it may be a damper time, but shout out to them. You know, but back to Car Clapper.
I knew it.
Back to Car Clapper. You know, I wasn't gonna let Baldy and her fuzz go, huh?
Wait, Dre, I got the perfect song for you. Ready?
Okay.
Clap on. Clap on. Car Clapper.
Car Clapping. Okay, that's Car Capping. She called Car Capping. That's her new name, y'all. Car Capping. Because all she do is just cap. Just cap. And I honestly feel like she's gonna mess around and she's gonna be without all of her grandchildren in a minute. And because ain't everybody gonna sit back and continue to let you destroy the family. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to learn a lesson. And out here bullying a 24-year-old girl ain't gonna help you now. You know, she's half your age, Karlissa. And it's not her fault that Mr. Sterl feel you bald-headed. That is between you, him, the Lord, and your hairstylist. Okay? And and that baby don't be bald. You need a little bit of that, you know. And you can't cook. I mean, you just can't do things that normal women know how to do. So I can't expect for Karlissa to be a woman when she don't know how to do woman things. I can't expect for her to be a female. See, it's the difference between a woman and a female. A woman know how to get the money, be a mother, cook, clean, and be a doctor at the same time, and a therapist to all of her children. She know how to grow her children, speak life into the children. You know what I'm saying? That's a woman. So I can't expect a female to know how to do what a woman knows how to do. And shout out to all y'all women that know how to do it. That's all I gotta say. And I'm gonna be nice today.
Her face just looks miserable.
Look, she caught me when I ain't had my medicine yet. See, I got up late.
I'm playing it with no sound, so y'all see. But anyway, go ahead, Buttercup. She must have dropped down. Oh no, she's still there. Oh, let me unmute her.
That's it. I can see it. I'm finna empty my pocket because I don't know what the hell is in my pocket.
What's in
is it
your
time for me to
pocket,
talk
girl?
now?
Yeah, you unmuted.
No, don't ignore her. She got glass caught in her pocket. How does a woman over 50 do that? Anyway, I came to say Karlissa can go straight to the fire. Okay, she can go straight to the fire. I can't say what I want to say because we on YouTube. Is
You
she
can
sure
say
all of her
hell.
kids?
You can say everything
Is
except the F bomb and the MF and the B word.
okay. Well, hate Lissa, because that's what I call her. Hate Lissa can go straight to hell. She can go straight to hell. Is she sure all of her kids straight? Because why Dre 35 and still can't read?
Oh,
He
She can't
can't.
spell.
Y'all know that man can't read.
She can't spell or read.
And she could never compare to my mother because my mama got 2 kids and neither one of us went to jail, unlike her kids.
not too much on the parents who got children in jail now, because I got a child in jail.
Well, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry
but you know
about
what?
that.
I'm not the type of mother that she is, and I can't wait to get my son on the phone so that I can actually sit and talk to him and record the conversation for y'all and have him explain to y'all the type of mama that I am. Because
Well, you can't even compare yourself to her because your child would never get on this internet and call you all kinds of gardening tools and things of that nature. Your child would never do that.
no, and I would never get up here and disrespect my children neither.
Right. But she can go to bed on that because, for one, why one of your kids over 35 can't read? You just now finding out who his dad is after 30-some years. And there goes my mama in the background being nosy. Like, why you just not finding Dre daddy after 35 years? And you put your own daddy out. So, and then she's talking about what they was doing when she was pregnant, when she had a hand in dragging that girl, trying to stress her out and make her lose her baby while she was pregnant. So,
clock it. Clock it.
I
Not only
lost my train of thought now. I'm still here. I'm still true.
you were saying that she was trying to stress Chrisean out while she was pregnant and trying to make her lose from the stress.
Yep. Absolutely. And I just don't get why she don't never had this energy for her own daughter or Jaidyn when they both admitted that they was doing the puff pass when they was pregnant.
This is what I'm saying. She never
Oh,
makes anybody else take accountability.
you know what? God's favorite plan. You right. You right. I don't bash other mothers, except her. And I don't even bash her. I tell the truth. Look at her. Look at her up here on this screen. Look at her.
But she needs to leave them Malones alone before we go find out Dre location. We know he hiding from the police.
Yeah, look, they about to pull around him. They
I
about to
got a
pull around
question.
him, Karlissa. Run.
I got a question for y'all.
She
Do
gonna
you
get
think?
lumps.
Do you think that she's really mad because Jaidyn is her protege, Callie is her daughter, and each one of their relationships ended the same way hers did? So it's kind of like a triple whammy, so to speak. Big John left her, Little John left Jaidyn. Nothing she did could satisfy him. Nothing Jaidyn did could satisfy them. You know how some when it's over, it's over. You know, you was here for a short time, not a long one. So, yeah, and same thing with Callie, even though she destroyed her marriage, but still your offspring. So nothing you installed in y'all is working. And yeah, I think that's what it is. What you
Okay,
think?
hold on 1 second, because I ain't got no bail. I ain't got no bail, but this is the best I can do for everybody. That's the best I could do, y'all, because we need to wash it away. We need to wash it away.
Look at that. Ooh, face. Her face just looks like I'm miserable. Come sit with me. Ugh.
I can't do it. I can't.
Well,
I'm about to clear this energy. Go ahead, Fat Dime. Fat Dime up here, y'all. Hey, girl.
Hey everyone,
How you doing?
happy Friday. I just want to say she is a serious compulsive liar, and she lies so much. Like when she was talking about, I don't even let the kids drink after each other. Now she lying because Journey picked up this.
We lost you, girl.
Um, can you hear me now? Are you able to hear me? Hello.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can hear you.
we can hear you.
Okay.
We was all
Okay.
muted.
Okay. Sometimes StreamYard like close my screen out and then it does that. But what I was saying is that that one day when they was on live and Journey was drinking that drink and the kids was sick and she did talk about that's why this one got a cup and she just kept drinking it. She said, "That's not yours, is it?" And she was like, "No." And she was like, "I think that's your brothers." But she drunk the whole damn thing. It was like a medium or large. And she just sat there and drunk it while she be talking about, oh, the kids don't drink after each other and they don't do this and do that. You a lie. If they all running around with snotty noses and you talking on the live and not even wiping their noses. And now, you know what I'm saying? And you could tell how flip floppity, they all like sit in the same circle. Jaidyn was the same way. She flip flop, flop, flip. And some of her close friends ain't close as they used to be. You know what I'm saying? Because, she started finding out that all the little other girls that, that Blue was talking to online happened to work at the same club as her little bestie.
Mm.
And so that's how that relationship went. Dum 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 dum. And so now she just okay. Now she ain't got her little stud boy girlfriend, and now she's like, just trying to, okay, well maybe I could be with John again. We got these kids, blah blah blah. That don't mean nothing because he was with you, but he would leave your butt. Make sure the kids is taken care of, and he, because Javon gets kind of sad when he leaves. But
Yeah.
outside of that, he would go and be with Chrisean. He might say he going to the studio, got a studio in the house, but he going to the studio, right? And came out with no song, no produce, no nothing. But that she went to the studio. She the one just allowed it. She just allowed it, and it's like, you know what I'm saying. And you need to. And if I was her, and I was like, any type of woman, what she should have did is walked over to Krishan and said, "I didn't get a chance to say hi. I didn't get a chance to, see the baby. Hi, and hi, Big John. And sometimes you got to be like, a lady." And it would have been so big of her to apologize and be like, you know what, I didn't mean that you would actually poison my kids, but I just, meant poison their minds. It's something corny she could have said to clear the air. So, because it's so sad because Krishan said if Janisha, which is Callie, if Callie was there, she would be able to, break the ice and she could sit over there and hold the baby and stuff like that because she likes and that's another thing. Karlissa talks so bad about Big John, but she named Callie after him.
Yeah.
Callie daddy ain't got
Somebody
no
please
John in it.
get Big John's reaction on that because child.
And they're talking about y'all gonna go away in the old school Jetta. I don't care if they went on a broomstick. They got home, didn't they?
I'm sorry, y'all. This comment right here, Coco said, "A lady, she's Shannon Sharp under that wig." Now, listen,
I'm just trying to.
if you wondering what's going on and what's on the screen, baby, I'm energy cleansing right now because that was that watching her without the sound was doing something to me. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It was disturbing my spirit, even just looking at her. So I just want to cleanse the energy and clear some things out. I noticed we lost some people, and a lot of people that came in just now. So if you in here wondering what is this low music that is playing right now, and what is this up on the screen, it's peace. We
Girl,
need
I was
people
feeling
to
the same
move
way.
right now. Like,
I was feeling the same way. Every time she was like getting all hype and jumping at the camera, I was kind of jumping low key, like, ooh, you scaring me, girl.
it was making something flare up in me. I could feel it jumping inside
Mm.
of me. Like,
It's her
come on.
spirit, and she's so quick to call somebody a demon and evil, but it's all over here, and she is no work of God herself. I ain't see you go to nobody's church on
Well, I just
Sunday.
want to.
Wait a minute, Kimmy B is up here. Hey, Kimmy B,
Dre said she don't
welcome.
go to church.
Hey
She
y'all,
don't.
how you doing?
She just walked in
Can you
front of
hear
it.
me?
Yeah, we
Hey,
can hear you.
Hey, I just want to say with Miss Karlissa, she's a vile, gutter sniping, you know what? Pure
You can say it.
evil.
You can say everything but the B
A
word.
vile
Well,
gutter snipe
I was
straight
gonna
up
put
out
the
the
B
hood.
word in there. That's the B word. You know what? It's the B word. She is vile, nasty, a nasty individual. You have hate for a 24-year-old. You let a 24-year-old drive your big ass crazy. All because she don't speak to you. Your spirit is twisting and turning.
She
What
don't
kind
let her
of
speak
woman
to
are
her.
you?
Hold on, but she also don't let her touch her son at
She
all.
wonders why. Look at the evilness coming off of her when she was yelling. I'm like that. Her face is distorted when she start yelling. Like, lady, really? She needs help. It's time for
I don't
Chrisean to put a restraining order out on her because at this point, it's obsession. She has an obsession with Chrisean.
listen. Do
Since
you
they
hear?
got such good insurance, I'm sure she could go to the updated Betty Ford clinic.
I don't think they gonna take her. I think she gonna be rejected.
They need to put
She
her
need
on
a
a.
straight jacket at this point.
No, she needs an old priest and a young priest.
She's unhinged right
Yeah.
now, and it's just like I don't think her relationship is going that good either because it's like like one thing happens and it triggers everything is because it's like all of a sudden she's just acting like a pure. Well, she's always been a lunatic, but she is just crashing out seriously, like all that stuff she
Imagine
was
how her
posting.
husband family look. They probably talk to him.
And like she just was posting back to back to back. Oh, y'all don't got this. You say you got this, but you broke. Oh, you owe parole. You on probation. You can't get no license in your name,
Who
and blah
besides
blah blah.
Krishan?
She
Bro,
just
who
kept
besides
going on
Krishan
and
is on
on and
probation? That's what
on.
we want to know.
Here's the thing.
She don't
Here's
know.
the thing.
She just talking.
Karlissa just being evil. Okay, she just being evil because nothing that Tessa said was evil or warranted all of this. She is very much irritated. You know, there's something about light. When people carry a light inside of them, it irritates the demons that like to dwell in the darkness. And that's all
Mm-hmm.
that is.
Mm-hmm.
In the presence of Chrisean and Chrisean Jesus, she done had her spirit irritated, okay? Because she was trying to make it all about her, and Chrisean was like, I don't give a damn if we run into each other here at the restaurant. You couldn't have possibly thought that I wasn't going to be there at some point in time. You couldn't have thought that. You knew I was going to end up showing up here some way, somehow. And Chrisean even said, if I wouldn't have gone in there. If I really felt the way, I wouldn't have gone in there. She went in there. She sat down. She did what she went in there to go do, which was eat. Her, the baby, and the granddaddy went in there to go eat. Blue was probably talking to her on the phone. She mad her mama done called. She mad the mama went over there to the house. She had food. She mad that she got to hold the baby. She's mad. She's huffing and puffing mad right now, stomping up and down these internet streets. And this is why I said she will get no more time from me on Instagram. But we could talk about her over here on YouTube all day long. This will remain a gossip channel where we can come over here and gossip. But when we go over there to hit and say reviews, we going to bring it up and keep it moving because ain't no need to give her all this shine and time because ain't no
I
need
think
for it.
I had a
I think
question real
all of
quick.
the supporters should just not post her at all. Don't post her at all. Because at this point, she doesn't care if it's negative attention. She just wants some attention. And if Chrisean supporters don't support her and let the hate people just post her, post her, post her.
And see, that's just it. Now today I had to play that video for y'all. Because when it was like, oh, there's a video, I'm looking at the video, I'm saying to myself, nah, I got to say something about this. Because I planned on just talking about Tessa, talking about them couple of posts, and then that's it, and keeping it moving. But she done went live, and this was disgusting. But I do want to take the time before we continue on to acknowledge Sonia Hall's comment, because I've left it up for a while. And it says, Chrisean, if you seeing this from the bushes, baby girl, you did right by demanding Karlissa give you and CJ 6 feet. Always follow your gut and never let your guard down with this lady. And I think that is the best piece of advice. But I also feel like Chrisean know that. That's why she said she know her. So she's trying to feel her out. She don't know what her intentions are.
Yeah,
And
she
that
keeps
She's
saying
not to
that
be
over and over
trusted.
again.
because she
She's
knows
not to be
she'll
trusted. She's turned on her so many times already.
well, let me rephrase that. She'll apologize lie. Because she'll only do it because it's a skillful moment. So she'll lie and then turn around and go right on back to the same behavior that she was doing prior to this. So that's apology. And Carletta has told us that's the same thing she been doing. This is how she move and get down and give it up. She gonna apologize to get close and get in good with you and get what she want out of you. Then she gonna turn around and she gonna go right back to what she was doing as soon as you don't do what she wants you to do. And what Karlissa really wants Chrisean to do, because listen to what she even said in that video. Yeah, I would have grabbed my sister and brought her home. Why are y'all always trying to take her away from Blue? Do you know?
Right.
I know that man will follow that girl to the end of this earth. If you banish her away from the land of LA, Blue will leave too. I do not see. Now it don't matter how you feel about him. It don't matter how you feel about him. The fact of the matter is, he's not going to let Chrisean go. He's had ample opportunity to let her go. And we thought when he went back to Jaidyn, that was it. But Chrisean told us, I deal with him on my time. Still sneaking and geeking.
But remember on Crazy in Love with Dr. Ish was asking him, what is it you want from her? He said he wanted her to grow up. So now that she's grown up, he really ain't going nowhere. Because it's like now she's leading the relationship. She's holding him down while he's incarcerated. And to a ninja, that's going to mean a lot.
Okay, well, I just
Can I?
wanted to ask some questions, and I hope the people who know about cars and finances can help me out. But did she really think bragging about cars and putting down Papa Smurf's car was really the drag she thought it was? So you mean tell me Papa Smurf probably ain't paying no car note, maintain his car for 20 years. Meanwhile, you bragging about G-Wagons and stuff. Ma'am, do you know how much the maintenance on that car costs? Soon
It
as you
doesn't
leave
even.
it off the lot, it depreciates in value.
It doesn't
I
even
drive a
matter. She
Volkswagen.
doesn't own that car. There
Right.
was
I
a
drive a
picture.
Volkswagen myself.
But you
She
right,
don't even have
Buttercup.
a G-Wagon.
You right though, Buttercup. The minute that you drive that car off the lot, it's depreciating.
Mm-hmm. Quickly
Most people
at
can't
that.
even maintain a car. Most people can't even maintain a regular car for 5 years, let alone 3. And he
Nope.
maintained his for 20.
But he mostly drive a motorcycle too.
Have anybody seen Carlissa's car?
No.
No. You
No,
just see her in a car. You don't know what kind of car that is?
It
Well,
looked like somebody always driving for
it
her.
looks like
So
she's in a
Yes.
truck or something like that, but it don't say. I had a question. Didn't she?
they
Did she
said
say?
they had that she
Didn't
was
she?
in a Prius with unexpired tags.
Oh, I had a question. Did she say that they ran up a $350 bill and couldn't pay? Is that what? Or did I read that wrong?
no, she said they ran up a $350 tab, but I don't know if they couldn't pay or didn't want to pay. I don't know because I paid it, no mind. This is what I'm finna do. Unless it's something y'all want to talk about, I'm not paying attention to it. You want to know how I know what she doing? Because the Henny gang be talking about it. That's how I know what she doing. I'm blocked and I ain't even going on my lurker page to see what she up to. I really don't give a damn that much anymore. She has run her course with me. I'm so serious. I'm only playing her for y'all because I don't care about this lady at all. But she just keeps sinking lower and lower and lower. And just when you think she can't sink no lower, she go lower again. She done talked about Chrisean mama again. I think everybody forgot about that. Was she talking about helping her mama and putting her mama in rehab? She should have did this for her mama and da 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 da. Lady, if you don't stop, Blue is gonna come home and he gonna see all of this. Blue is gonna come home and he gonna see all of this, and I would just love to see how this is going to play out and pan out with him. This division thing that she doing, she masterminding division between his children, and I'd love to see how this is going to play out because I kid you not, I believe Blue is going to come home and he going to have all his kids together. Do you hear me? A real mother would have made sure that their son got a picture of all of his children together for his birthday. I'm just saying, if I was in that position where my son got a restaurant opening and he in Click Click City, and I got both the baby mamas who've been feuding with each other, and all three of the grandkids here, and his father is here.
And his mother, even though he don't like her,
I
but
don't give a damn if we get along or not. We
that
can
would have
take
been a beautiful
2
picture.
seconds for all of us to get together and take a photo. All of us get together and take a photo and send that to him. Even if it never came up on social media, which we know somebody would have posted it, but that would have been the perfect birthday gift for him. It would have put a smile on his face. It would have gave him something to look forward to, because there's the picture of everyone united in your restaurant on your birthday. Come on, man. She be missing out on the freaking moments that would really matter the most. I'm done, y'all.
I'm out too, y'all. Have a good day.
All right.
All right, Buttercup, have a good day. Well, I was just saying I was done with what I was saying. So if anybody else wanted to go, you can before we go.
I just have one last thing. She was talking about the last restaurant had a line out the door. I find that hard to believe because I've seen several different like food reviewers review that restaurant, and they said it was disgusting. And I'm not trying to say that in a mean way, but they said the food was nasty.
I,
So,
I
and
don't
everybody is saying the food is so good now, and they just were saying like a lot of the people that work there don't speak clear English. That's the only issue sometimes. But outside of that, um, they really like the food. They really take care of people really good to keep the place nice and clean. Because the lady, I don't know if you seen, but the lady next door was like, I want to meet the owner because he don't own this place. I'm like, the rapper don't own this place no more. I just got so tickled because the lady was just acting like a serious Karen. But but yeah, that's all I pretty much wanted to say. Karlissa is somebody you got to pray for, even though you don't like. But that's what the Lord wants us to do. But she really irritates my soul too. And just talking about her now, I got a headache. So I understand how you feel, Henny, and thank you for pushing through it and letting us vent and talk about her or whatnot. I do appreciate it, and I hope you have a happy Friday. And I look forward to the next video. Everybody have a blessed one.
You too.
You too.
The only thing is, I can't say that I've heard that the food at Blue's Fish and Soul was nasty. I can't say that because I've heard the opposite. I heard it was good. I heard the fish and the chicken, fried fish and the fried chicken were the two things on the menu that people were going for, and that the blue lemonade was definitely the top drink there at the restaurant. So I can't say that I've seen a lot of people saying that it was nasty. I can say I've seen people saying that it was good. Um, but there's people out there that probably do feel like it was nasty. Everybody's taste buds are different, but I can't say that, and that's the only thing that I'm gonna say. I can't say that. Dre, Selena, y'all are out.
It's not nasty. It's done like the crab. You know how a crab normally got this like the bad crab. It got that real fishy seafood type of vibe to it. It ain't nothing like that. That's some good crab. That's some good lobster. You gonna get your money's worth there. Don't let people run y'all away. Be a
Blue.
judge for your own self. You know what I'm saying? I'm driving back currently. I'm trying to make it back before a certain time. Hopefully I do. But if I don't, then it is what it is. I drove down there and turned around all for food.
Well, no,
Big back energy.
I was asking about Blues Fish and Soul. Not
Yeah.
now. I was asking about Blues Fish and Soul because I haven't really seen people saying that it was nasty. So I'm asking you and Selena because y'all are there.
It was
Oh, I
okay.
never went.
Hold on. It was okay. It was like kind of a hit or miss, but it was owned by someone else before, and that was more popular with everyone in that area. But as far as when he bought it, it wasn't great, but it wasn't like horrible. It kind of went downhill like after a while. But I guess they were known for. I didn't have it when I was there. I didn't have this, but they were known for like the catfish, I think,
Mhm.
and like chicken. And I had other things, and it was okay.
Yeah, see
But
that's what I'm saying. That's all I heard about was the fish and the chicken. But
yeah,
I do want to close this out. I do appreciate everyone because you know what? It seemed like once the positive vibe music came on, people went out, but a lot of people had come in at one point in time, and I appreciate everybody who has stayed. I hope that you find something that will equal your energy out. I do even notice up here since since I put this on, the hostility in us has even gone down. I speak no transference of energy to any of us, to any of the rest of our days. I speak no transference of energy into anything or anyone connected to us from listening to her, because there is such a thing as spirits moving, and they can move through these screens and they can move through devices. So I speak that does not happen. I put a hedge of protection over all of us. Okay. May the Most High, your ancestors, spirit guides, whatever you believe in, protect and cover you from the energy of the Zilla. And I'm going to ask anybody have any final thoughts, because we are definitely going to go into the finale now before something else happened and I don't want to talk about it no more. I'm going to bed.
um, go ahead.
Go ahead,
Go,
Dre.
Dre.
And I thank you because I'm finna go into the section of this freeway on my way home that ain't got no reception. So before I get there, I want to say thank you, Henny, and maybe we should start a petition to get us some money from listening to demons named Karlissa and Carpissa and Carwitter. Whatever one you want to choose for her. But maybe we should get us some money from this since she always talking about it. And everybody have a blessed, safe day.
You too, Dre. Thank you for coming up. I always appreciate you.
Anytime, Henny. Peace out.
Peace. Selena or Poppington?
I'll go ahead and go. Thanks for having us up. It's always fun. And thanks for everyone that stayed on. I know we've been on for quite some time. And, we all have voices and we like to say things. I love that. Henny, you've given us this platform where you're listening to all of our different opinions, here, and we all talk. And sometimes we agree, sometimes we disagree. And I think that's as good as that we, keep things positive as much as we can. I love where we're going with this, and I love everyone that is here with us in this time period. And, keep yourself out of those negative areas because it's so easy to get sucked in. Remember that you stay positive, don't play into it. And, I wish nothing but the best for everyone that's listening. So thank you.
And thank you, Selena, for always coming up and participating in Media Showdown and everything else.
You're welcome.
Poppington.
Um, I just want to say thank you for this
Holy
platform.
shit. Wait a minute. What did you do? Because you are so crystal clear right now. We need this all the time, but go ahead.
Do
No.
not move. Do not move. Stay
Okay,
there always.
mannequin challenge, mannequin challenge. Okay, so thank you for putting together Media Showdown. Um, I love that we get to come up and share our opinions, even though they are not the opinions of the channel or the person that's the head of the channel. Just want to put that out there again. Um, um, I just want to say to Karlissa, this is from my heart, girl. Start taking care of yourself. Stop lying. Your hair will grow back. Pay attention to your husband. He wouldn't be doing stuff to make your pH balance off. Stop being in your kids' business, and maybe they will like you. And that's all I have to say. Love y'all.
That's it.
I thought she was gonna be genuine.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
think
I'm
she's
sitting here like,
genuine.
look at the
That was
positive vibes
genuine.
flowing. I think that that's positive for Poppington because you know Poppington can say a whole lot more, child. Listen, if I let Poppington go, we finna be here all day. We probably be here till about tomorrow morning, about 8 a.m. because she got a lot of things to say.
She'd still be ranting.
Don't let me put on my tinfoil kufi, y'all.
Okay, that's what I mean. We gonna be here until the next morning listening because she gonna put that tinfoil kufi on. She gonna strap it on real tight. And we're gonna go for a ride. We're gonna really be spinning. And don't let Dre come up here with her because then we definitely will be here all weekend.
And both of us on our medication, girl.
You know what I'm saying? No, but I just want to say, prayers to Joseline as she recovers from COVID. Corey is the perfect example of stop capping. Jaidyn, please start living in your truth and find what it is that satisfies you instead of trying to satisfy someone that clearly has no type of respect, and that's being honest and that's being real. He has no respect at all. You can't keep letting somebody just disrespect you because how you allow someone to treat you is how they'll continue to treat you. What else did we talk about on here? We talked about Kaya. Kaya, keep doing what you're doing, girl. Keep cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. Please keep doing your thing, girl. Don't let these haters chase you offline, child. I know it gets rough. I know it gets hard, but keep going and keep doing what you're doing. Who else did we talk about, y'all? We talked about Tessa, girl. Thank you for coming on and clocking that T the way that you clock that T and showing that there is maturity in people online because sometimes we feel like there's no maturity that we get to see at all in this here sector of the circus. And you just came in and showed your light, okay? Because you called it like a TI is, and we can always appreciate the honesty. As for whack and R&B, I'll talk about that on Henry State Reviews, child, because y'all know that's where we go talk about all of that. But it's a play and a ploy, y'all. Don't believe the hype until you see more proof and evidence of it, because I'm not falling for it because he already did it one time. And no, I didn't fall for it then either. Karlissa, until you learn to sit your ass down somewhere and truly own what's going on with you, like Blue told you, you will always be the problem. Everything that is going on with you leads back to you. It's not him. It's not Chrisean. It's not baby Chrisean Jesus. It's not Papa Blue. It's not Carletta. It's not your mama. It's not Nikki. It's not Maine. It's not none of your siblings. It's not Mr. Saffold. It's not Jaidyn, Javon, or Journey. It's nobody else but you. And until you learn to seriously sit down and get yourself together and gather yourself, you are going to continue to get what you put out. Nothing that was said was a threat or meant to be a threat at all. Nothing that was said was disrespectful. I believe that if you want Tessa to get disrespectful, she very well can, but I think that she was handling that. Considering all that everyone has watched you for the past 4 years, going on 5 years, okay? I think that she handled that very, very well. Everybody is tired. We is sick and we is tired. Shout out to Blueface, okay, for making sure that his wife didn't get washed away in the negative narratives of people saying that she was just there to eat. Shout out to him for standing with her solid and 10 toes, in the subtle ways that him and Chrisean choose to clap back. And shout out to Chrisean for actually holding things down for him while he's gone and doing the things that a wife is supposed to do, which is making sure that her husband's business affairs are in order and that things are running smoothly. So salute and shout out to them. And we wish the King of Crabs well in this new venture and chapter of life for all of them, meaning Chrisean, Blue, CJ, Devon, Journey, and yes, even Jaidyn, because Jaidyn is Chrisean Jesus's sibling's mother. So that, if you wondering why Penny has gotten a little softer, it's because she is the mother of Chrisean Jesus's siblings. That's it. That's the only reason. Okay, that's it. I don't know what else y'all want me to say about that. As far as Karlissa getting a little more softness because she's his granny, absolutely not. Because look at how she's behaving. I think it's time to grow up before you find yourself looking for husband number 4. Because I think Mr. Stafford gonna get tired of this shit. Anyway, shout out and salute to all of you. If you've been here from the beginning, shout out, and you are a real one. No matter what point you came in, we appreciate all of the people that have come in. I appreciate all of you in the comment section. I appreciate the many snipers. Make sure y'all get those likes up on the way out. Thank you, ladies, for always joining me on this panel. I love this. I really am enjoying this with y'all. I hope that we continue to grow with this. And I will see y'all in the next video. High vibes to the rest of your day so that the bullshit don't stick.